Don't take your rappers off, just shove it in your face.
Context.
I was just saying it's context when it comes to the Geeky Rolls, now is it?
Context.
Context. Contextualization is overrated, but it's how the fuck did that get over there?
What?
Hello everyone, welcome to Geeky Rolls, one time every other Monday, where a bunch of us nerdy people get together to play the greatest tabletop role-playing game in the world, Dungeons & Dragons. I think that's the closest I'm going to get to a Matt Mercer mess-up thing, being that I control when we go live.
Yeah, we should change that.
Why, just so all of you can shout at cocksucker at me 20 times before we go live?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Although you just sit there and go, yes.
I love the video where we're kind of seeing the video like behind the scenes from the second campaign where Matt's just literally sitting there as everyone else at the table is shouting random swear words at him and he's just like
And are you done yet?
I just love what happened to Brendan Lee Mulligan. He was just like, they just said cocksucker to me.
Where is it wrong?
When it comes to Brendan, you just got to get it out there before he emotionally wounds you for the entire fucking night.
True. Very true. But anyways, yes, hello everyone. Welcome. Yeah, we've done 3 consecutive sessions in a row when we're supposed to. Yay! We can actually do something.
That'd be the first time ever.
It wouldn't be the first time ever, but it'd be the first time in a damn fucking long while.
First time this year.
First time since the lockdown.
I mean, it would explain why we've got a certain something on Facebook the other day.
You know what now?
Huh? Oh yeah,
I think
that
I
thing.
shared you.
Oh yeah. Upcoming fucking content creator thing on Facebook. Our channel page got. So we are up and coming people. Yes, we are. Oh yes.
We had Rising Star on our channel for all of a week.
Up and coming.
And
Actually, it's still there. Rising Creator.
we are rising
So,
like a loaf of
thank
bread.
you for following and interacting.
Do it for the socials.
Please continue to do so.
Yes, please continue to do so. Remember, we're doing this because we enjoy playing the game and we want to share a story with all of you. And the more people we can share the story with, the better.
Because content is content, and we're just going to be posting random shit on there eventually anyway.
True, and eventually we do have some other things we want to do, including a cool little game that we got the other week that we want to play on.
Which the video will be airing up of the unboxing on Friday.
Yes.
Rather than tonight by accident. I don't know what happened with that.
But anywho.
It's like, you shared something. I was like, did I? Did I really?
Shared emotions.
Yeah. Content. Shouting content.
Content!
Anyway,
Content is the ruler of all.
It really is these days.
all content is content. Whether it be canon or not.
I like to think of it as a bonus level, as we're all gamers.
So true.
Nerds. But anywho, last session, you all found yourselves upon the Green Wolf ship sailing down away from Clover Drift area from Ozia, heading towards the 20 Peak Isles. There is some sense of anxiousness aboard the ship, sense of something finally happening, and just a sense, from the rest of you, a sense of a new adventure to come, a new continent to explore, and another dragon to lay low.
Yeah, boy.
More scales for the cultures.
The sea is faring a mixture of unruly and quite pleasant, as well as a small bit of a with some random sea creatures halfway through. Yeah. Huh. But you guys managed to get to the 20 Peak Isles in one piece.
Yeah.
Sail up and find port within Port Rohan. It's a place immensely familiar to Spring. Deciding that it's probably best to lay low and stay in probably some more of the shadier, not necessarily unseemly, but less used taverns within the town. Upon a little drunken mission to find some stuff out in the tavern, and a little wanderabouts, and even seeing an old family.
Which didn't turn into a Liam O'Brien.
But you all eventually came back to the tavern you guys were staying at, and rest was had.
We did a thing that we don't do in adulthood.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
Took a
fucking
long
slept.
rest.
Holy shit.
So you can tell this is high fantasy, can't you?
You all wake up the next morning. What is everyone doing?
Revel in the feeling of being refreshed.
Excellent.
Gonna take a nice hot bath. I've been
Yeah.
on a ship for fucking weeks.
This being one of the more kind of lowbrow, not high-end level of like taverns, they do have hot baths. I mean, it'd be bad to deny that to any customer, especially anyone staying. But the size of the tub isn't exactly spacious. Kind of thing. It's very
a
much.
bucket.
It's an old barrel.
Isabel, you,
It's still full of beer.
you, Elwyn, and Click could get into them no problem. Even Spring, even if he has to kind of tuck his knees into his chest, can get into
No
it.
one wants to see that.
Flake, however, has a little bit more of an issue due to his
Yeah, but-
massive, broad size.
Can I
If he
say
gets in
something?
a bath, all his fucking mushrooms and moss fall off.
Yeah, why would you bathing anyway?
I'm just saying for context.
All right.
Okay.
Not saying that he's having one, but when you get a nice, you kind of understand that the odd random thought of Flake could never fit in.
Fucking context.
I think my obsession wore off, didn't it? On just not playing him low because I'm concentrating on something. But yeah. That was it.
But you all eventually do find your way downstairs in the main part of the tavern in the morning at some point, enjoying a plausible breakfast. Not horrible.
Is it
Not
edible?
5-star. Yeah, it's edible.
That's all it needs.
It's not a little
Fucking
shit
needs.
breakfast. We're all right.
It's
No,
not
no.
shitball food. Shitball
Wait,
food.
is it a Mackey's breakfast?
No, God, no. I would not disgrace anyone with having something like that in my game.
Oh, Toby Carvery got you.
Free sausages, as many as you can have. Bacon,
Take him home for the
gravy.
dogs.
Yes, the very kind of muscular line-like tabaxi kind of greets you all in the morning again, serving you all. Just kind of happy the fact that someone actually stayed in the tavern. So not many people apparently stay there too often.
We've got
You're
guests.
alive!
What do I do? What do I do? We've got guests. What? Do you want
what?
tea?
What?
How does
What
this
do I
work?
do now? I don't understand this part.
Hello, we'd like some
Jenkins,
breakfast.
make the
We've
beds
had largings
quickly,
for the
please.
night. We need food.
Change the linens after one night. Do we have spare linens?
Do we even have linen?
We have to scrape all the mold off the beds again? Oh no.
It's only your one.
No, I don't have to scrape it off. I leave it on.
No,
Helps the roof.
At this point, you all can start
Extra
hearing
insulation.
outside the commotion of people getting stalls set up, getting everything set up ready for another possibly busy day within Port Rohan.
Oh, shopping.
Oh no.
Off to Primani. Some new socks. Bloody lovely.
I mean, we are getting a Primani in town.
That is true.
Port Rohan.
Anyway,
Anywho,
derailment done. Off
Yep.
back to the campaign.
please. About an hour or so into kind of relaxing and trying to figure out what the next moves are going to be, and either waiting for something to happen or be the thing that happens.
Are you using your duck dice?
Not at the moment.
Zach's asking if you're using the duck dice.
Oh. Yes, they're right. They are. I don't know if I can get which camera I can show
You
you.
just tried to. Every fucking day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back a little bit.
Back.
Focus.
They are here. Sorry, you can't really see it, but yeah, they are here.
Yes. You hear something. What almost sounds like something of importance is coming in. As you can hear, like people starting to move purposefully out of the way in the street outside.
It's now pinky.
Oh, we'll be the first time. The pinky and the green.
You hear what sounds like the marching, and definitely the immediate familiar sound of plate mail rubbing, kind of bumping along plate mail, and the standard kind of sound that you get of guards kind of walking and doing random paroles. Through the kind of fogged out kind of windows this tavern has, you can kind of see that this isn't the typical trolls that you've seen last night, or when you kind of got in yesterday as well, that parade. These are a lot more thinner creatures. Immediately you recognize them as tabaxis. Full-plated plate mail tabaxis.
Fluffs.
They all seem to stop in front of the tavern.
Fuck.
The tavern door swings open and two full-plated tabaxi guards walk in.
What did you do?
Spring, you recognize these immediately as two of the guards that you did notice who were out guarding the main embassy area that you looked through last night. So immediately you know this can probably be one person probably coming in to check in on whatever's going on. So you have a split second to...
I don't have disguise self.
You're tuned to the cloak invisibility at a minute, aren't you?
I might not have the guy on,
You-
actually.
I'm sure you...
Oh, retuned it last night.
yeah, you retuned
For the
it.
forehead, yeah.
Yes.
In which case I'm gone.
As this kind of opens up and as the rest of
Not
you
a
are
very good
looking...
sound it makes, is it?
No,
Go
it's
invisible.
a bit of a giveaway, isn't it?
As this door opens up and the rest of you are kind of looking up towards this, you just hear a sudden look over and
There goes Autumn.
Spring is just now
Aw.
gone.
What was that?
Lit.
Yep, and Spring is now just
Oh,
gone.
To make
If
it all
you-
the way there.
Yeah, middle ways over here.
Sorry.
My lid.
I don't trust myself about it.
After these two guards, in walks two more figures. One figure is a tabaxi, quite on the more rounded side of life. Definitely enjoyed himself a bit more of the kind
Carnal
of
pleasures.
food and the finer things of life rather than
Ah,
most.
the
He's definitely
gluttonous bastard.
yes, yes.
The Vuitton.
Let's just say he.
Full of life.
You can definitely tell that he tends to sit down a lot more than get out and about
Ah,
like
so
other
he's got a
tabaxis.
fat ass. Gotcha.
Look, office work hasn't been kind to me, alright?
You still look
Stand there, you
fine,
see
don't
him.
worry.
See this tabaxi, gingered fur coming through, both eyes black as literally deeper than.
I have to ask, is his name Tigger by chance?
So he's not eating lasagna, really.
You Spring will know this as the magistrate Harlan Quidupler. I think I'm saying that correctly.
Right.
Magistrate who had a massive vendetta and personal strife against you. Yes. Accompanying him is another figure you do recognize as well. One that you tend to have a little bit of a somewhat issue with, as this is the assassin that was hired by him to hunt you down. You see standing there an Aarakocra, a birdfolk. Eagle-like in nature, with more of a green teal kind of coloration to him instead of a typical brown and white like most eagles are. Both eyes piercing green as well, and constantly scanning the area.
I'm looking at his wisdom score and thinking he isn't low enough for him to do something stupid in this situation.
Well, the dice will be the judge of that.
I heard we had some new visitors pop into the town yesterday, and I thought I'd come and see and visit them and offer a warm Port Rohan welcome to them all. And obviously, it's got to be the four of you. Pointing to the two of you, Click and Owen.
Why, hello, it's our pleasure. Here's our card.
Kind of reach out and grabs this card. It's like, the Golden Marauders. Well, even that name has managed to reach this far down south from.
Oh, so
your
you've
northern
heard of
islands.
us then?
I've heard you had some partake in the
The word infamy
war
says a lot.
that happened not too long ago.
Oh, believe me, not just the war, just saving the world. Maybe taking down a dragon, you know.
Or
A
two.
dragon, you say?
We haven't taken down two yet.
Have we not?
No, it's just the one.
Well, I mean, that's this week.
Technically, the Golden Marauders taking down 5 dragons, technically.
I'm trying to dumb it down a little bit. Don't be even, like, fawning over us.
I do. I want a discount.
Well, there you go. Have the card.
Well, I must say, how infamous you all are, albeit the last reports I had only recognized 2 out of the 4 of you.
Oh, we've had a bit of a team change.
He kind of wanders up and just kind of walks by the table and just kind of the usual, just kind of strokes his finger along the table and just you can see a bit of dust kind of on his fingers, like not exactly the kind of place one would find supposed heroes. Now,
Oh,
is it?
we like to lay
Supposed.
low. We don't enjoy being fawned over by people we don't know.
Ogus. Ogus. And you see the Aarakocra kind of stand forward. Yes. If you were anything like these heroes, would you choose to stay in a place like this? It'd be beneath me.
I'm sure
As
it
many
would,
things
but
are.
I'm sure you're beneath him too.
He is the magistrate. Everyone is beneath him within this town.
Oh, you know exactly what I meant.
Maybe a charisma check.
Sweet. maybe.
I'm going to let you do either intimidation
Those sass.
I'm
or...
in the sass mood tonight.
Yeah, it's either going to be intimidation or a performance check just to really...
Fucking intimidation. Thank you very much. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Got +8 in intimidation.
Fuck.
I am
See,
royalty.
Resting bitch face.
You see him there, arms crossed, wings folded up as much as he kind of can. You can see the hilt of his rapier and dagger sticking out on one side. And as he kind of leans in, his cloak leans down, you can see his hand crossbow literally resting on top of his hand. And I think you're just clever, aren't you?
Thank you for noticing.
Is that the hint of something royal I smell? They're all still stuck up tight, aren't they?
Oh,
And he
well,
kind of...
thank you for noticing. You know the royal.
Finally, someone said it out loud.
Fuck you, Blake. I
Well,
trusted you.
Well, magistrates, we've come and said hello to the newcomers. I think it's best to get you back within the confines of the embassy before anyone pops out.
Bye bye, darling.
You're right, Olis. I don't like being away from somewhere I feel safe for too long, no matter how many guardsmen I have behind me. I'm sure we might see each other again at some point soon.
Oh, I'm sure we will. I
Just-
expect an invitation, yes, for dinner. I am royal.
And what does royalty mean for you in this continent, my dear?
Everything.
Sure it does. I'll be sure to pass on any messages you might need it. And, I mean, it is my job as magistrate to look over and help out those who might be needing. So if there's anything of help,
Oh, we won't
Please.
ask.
don't hesitate to ask, I was going to say.
Oh, we
That's
won't.
fine. He walks out, and the two guards kind of walk out immediately after him. Ois just kind of stands there for a minute.
Bye bye. Tell that door here on the way out.
Just slay him.
Wow.
Arms still. No, he's not. He's not. Arms still crossed. You just see one of his kind of talons flick up, circle, and he walks out. As you notice in your area, a bunch of blue, white, and green kind of what look like little fairy dots start scattering around you all. And as you notice, they all start to cling to Spring's invisible form there as he walks out and shuts the door.
Goddamn clear dust.
It gets everywhere. Find that for weeks.
Yeah.
You'll brush it all out your foot.
That's fine.
After a minute, it fades.
So, that was a good disguise.
Write that down.
Make an insight check, Spring.
Inside is not my strong suit. 17.
From what you kind of gathered, the way he spoke, the way he was kind of looking around, and the fact that he definitely follows some of the same career paths you've followed as well, Ois was the only one who realized you were there in the Mara, and he didn't seem to want to tell the magistrate.
You know someone invisible was there, he doesn't necessarily know it's me.
Yeah, he doesn't know exactly who it was, he just knows there was one there.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed being sassy.
Yeah. The other thing you kind of noticed as well, still part of it hanging off his belt was the one thing you lost to him.
Nice that they made an impact on someone's life.
Do we know what it was? Have you told us this?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, no worries, just checking.
I mean, there's got to be a reason it's got a nubby tail, I suppose.
Oh.
No, that's natural.
Aww, I mean, it's cute anyway.
Spring's just taking it
Yes,
one
it
dagger
does,
after
Holmes.
another and slamming them into the table top.
It's over there, and the bartender comes over with some more drinks, and it's like, they're all shit tables anyways.
Nice.
What have you all done to warn a visit from the magistrate?
We're just new in town. we pose a threat.
You're talking about a regime change, aren't you?
I mean, you did see how many weapons we walked in with, yeah.
Avengers have walked by here through occasionally. Some going to the gladiator rings up in Troll Vista.
Does it look like we're gladiators, though?
I don't know.
Them
too.
He's more of a mushroom man, and he's
Them two
He's
kind
Robin
of look
Hood.
like.
You
I'll
say,
say,
I'm a bit of a fun guy.
Oh, fuck. It's not even the first time you busted that out in the campaign.
No, but it's been a while.
oh!
No, but he's got more fucking audience this time.
I am impressed. I am just impressed.
Here, have a sweet.
Can we get Harless some wine through the chat somehow?
Yeah, if you pour it into the USB slot at the front,
Yeah.
then you can download it.
Yeah.
I got cider, will that do?
How long have you lived in Port Rohan?
Most other tabaxis have been here all my life. As far as I can remember back, anyways.
How much can we trust you?
I mean,
A massive insight check on that.
He says it for a minute. He's not even looking at you guys. He literally is just looking kind of straight up, where he's like, "How much can you trust a stranger?"
Stranger danger.
I mean, we trust
Everyone in
people
this town
in-
does not like him. We're all ready for a regime change.
I mean, I kind of got that by the swagger he walked in with the door. That's why you got a little sassy with him.
Well, you see, he's not the big problem. At least that's what we all understand. He has Ocus, and he pays high money to keep Ocus in his private guard.
I'm
Anyone
sure
in-
he does.
Any form of rebellion that's foamed up in the last 4 or 5 years, he made sure Ocus was paid enough to find out who they were and got rid of. There's one tragic story about someone who, well, we were all rooting for him, let's just say the least, and then suddenly he disappeared. And we all know whose exact work that was.
And who might that be?
We didn't get a name. Just a mysterious figure who, well, made life quite troublesome for the Margrave.
Gal just kind of glances over at Spring. I'm sure he did.
Not to ever speak up too highly, and considering that this is one of the lower taverns, that guy was a goddamn fucking hero.
Well, he's back.
You're looking at him.
Drops the plain glamour on his armour.
Well, I'll be damned.
We don't just go to random parts of the world just for fun.
Well, I assume you're all here about that thing that flew by in here the other month.
Yeah.
I assume it's involved somehow with Port Rohan and keeping the troubles in power.
We don't know much. Whatever information we have is very scarce at best. Spies in Travista are not exactly... It's not exactly an easy career path for them.
Or a long-lived one.
The few we have know, all we know is that the Troll King is in league with the dragon. Apparently working with the dragon to maintain some sense of power. Some say there's a figure between the Troll King and the dragon. Some say the Troll King answers directly to her. All we know is the Troll King has made sure to keep the magistrate well in pocket. I can tell you this much.
So he's being paid by the Troll King as well as the merchants.
I can tell you this much. Ocus is a fucking hefty price. He don't work cheap. Frickin' hell. I've seen fucking bloody men, hundreds of men, work for less than he does a day.
And I've seen him murder a child in front of my eyes. We have 4 targets.
As long as you get paid, the job gets done. So we either cut off his supply money, kill him, or kill the magistrate.
What's this
All of the above. Please, we don't do things by halves.
Well, I don't know much. I mean, you can see how empty this tavern is and how little information I can get. But most of us tavern owners do talk to each other every so often, and word does get passed by. They're still using the same old roads to travel through some of the richer clientele. I'm sure a hit or two to them in their pockets would, well, I mean, it would put the match straight on high alert, but it'll give them something to fear again.
It might get them looking in their own direction too.
Exactly.
Sorry to be you.
It is just on screen as well.
Fluff.
That may be where we
Geeky.
start then. See if you can find out the next time a high value target is coming through and take it out.
Don't know if I do. The busiest tavern in the area will, though.
Of course. Of course the laughing fang will know. How would you like to meet my family?
Oh, anytime.
Are they as adorable as you?
I mean, that's a valid question.
More so.
Fuck it, I'm there.
Count me.
It's early enough now that the Vine wouldn't be busy, isn't it? Or are they going to be kicking up the breakfast service and the rest of it straight off?
Well, they'll be doing whatever breakfast service for any residents who'll be staying. But kind of like most other taverns, like they'll do breakfast service, they'll be shut for a little bit, and then they'll open up for the midday.
Alright, let's go between the services then.
Hospitality 101.
Yep. Let's go between the services then. I'm sure I can probably still pick the back door lock.
You haven't changed it.
So you guys wait for a little bit longer, kind of relax, gather up any...
Plain glamour back on.
Yeah. Come on. Cloak on. Sit up.
Of course he does.
Is there
Oh,
any
yes,
sort
biscuits.
of tavern keeper's guild in the town still?
Oh yeah, we don't want to give that up. The magistrate tried his hardest to get rid of us, but he knows he can't do it.
Then we possibly have an information network available to us.
Oh yes, quite easily.
Only those you trust. Those who've been here the longest. There are not changes coming, but not the exact source. Although some that you know and trust may know the name as String Winds.
A name is not needed for change to happen.
Indeed not, but my name was broadcast loudly once I had been caught. And yes, I probably owe you both an explanation.
I mean, in your own time.
What are we here now?
So
We
true.
have a little bit of time.
Curiosity killed cat and all that.
Oh, it nearly did.
When we met you, had you just escaped this situation?
No,
You've
I've
been
on the
travelling
road
around for a while.
about 7 or 8 years.
Oh, it's been, yeah, okay. Just wasn't sure how long
It has been
away
a
from-
while. Like I
Yeah.
said, I have not been home for years because of this.
You sleep.
The magistrate and his cronies have long had Port Rohan in their pocket, and have been in the pocket of the merchants for as long as I've been alive or more. When Harold was appointed, it grew worse. Taxation on those who could not afford it, and subjugation through any means of financial matter they could.
Bastards.
Aye.
Ah, politicians.
So,
So who we killing first?
well, what I did about it was I learned how to use a rapier, and I took myself out on the roads, and I started attacking well-heeled merchants, taking their gold and distributing it to those who needed it. Quite successful for a number of years until a certain assassin was hired to hunt me down.
Then you had to disappear.
Well, we fought across the rooftops of the town that night for hours, until eventually he took a hostage from an orphanage and forced me to fight him face to face. But before he fled the scene, because I almost fucking had him, he killed the child. The guardsmen found the dead child, they found the trail of my blood, and they trailed me home. And that's how I was arrested.
Okay.
Yikes.
So framed for murder of a child, basically.
And the rest of it. They had me turrets on the rest of it. Obviously I was guilty as hell. And thankfully and gladly so. But I was dragged through the streets naked the next day, beaten repeatedly, mock trial, brought to the gallows. And it was only as I was being strung up that the townspeople rose up and tore me from the gallows themselves. Took me to the city, to the town gates, gave me enough gold to survive and bade me run. And I've been running ever since.
Well, stop running, and we're gonna do something about it.
The time to stop running is now. I have lived far too long with that magistrate's dirge in my ears. The final chorus is due.
True words are never spoken, so how are we gonna do this?
So we're your backup singers in this chorus.
I suggest we find the next
Do the harmonies.
Yeah.
with a counter rhythm, counter melody. Yes, we can make this sound good.
Get some polyrhythms on the go.
Yeah, I suggest we find out when the next high value target is due to pass through the roads in the area. We attack it, just as I used to before, make it very clear that someone is back.
Yes.
We take the gold, we leave them roughed up and unharmed, which is how I used to do it. We distribute the gold, and we wait for them to get sloppy, because this magistrate does not like being defied. And if I returned from 10 years of hiatus, I can see him getting very angry very quickly.
Oh, that I want
I
to see.
can't wait to see her.
Why do you think I'm going to get a dinner invitation quicker than I realised?
Mm-hmm. And we should see how that develops. And who presents themselves as a target first, with Harold, his pet assassin, or whoever else. And in the meantime, we gather information on the Troll King and the Dragon. Because I can imagine that if we get rid of their little pets in this town, neither of them will be happy. My fear is that if we work from the bottom up, the Troll King may take exception and bring in more people and make things even worse here for a time.
So you want to strike the big target
Well,
first?
I don't know.
and that's if the Troll King is the main one. I mean, the talk is that you heard him. He said that
That's
might be another between.
Well, either way, taking out their little pets or controlling the town for them will annoy people. There are enough trolls in it to make it clear they want to maintain control here. Oh God. So. But then again, if we just make the anger run all the way up, we can make them sloppy. And I like being a little shit.
So topple the bricks one by one then.
Like a tower of jungle or whatever it's called. Pull out the bottom bits and wait for the rest to fall down.
Sounds like fun.
Tauja.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's a copyright name, we can't say it. Tauja.
Tower block pull out game.
Tower of Inquiry.
Tower.
Tower of shit, it's gonna fall. Anyway.
Oh! Liam O'Brien.
Yeah.
Tower of I don't want to play this game no more.
Tower. Don't fucking touch the table.
How many games can we create out of Tower?
Get on with them. But anyway.
There is a little bit of a difference in Spring. Since waking up this morning, you've never seen him this focused, ever.
Except
Right,
when
so
there's
let's
like
put a little
you've
cat
got a
toy
Except when he's got
right
an obsession right in front of him.
with sand, or
Yeah.
and you're in the desert, or
So cat
or when
toys
you're
then,
on a boat.
let's see if we can break this concentration.
Do you need to roll a new one? When's the new one due? You might have a bit
Well,
of
at the
distraction.
minute now, his fixation about freeing his hometown has caused any sense of his tabaxi, like pure wonder, just go out the window, and he's now pure focused until the magistrate is unseated.
This is 10 years of needing to do this,
Yeah.
coming to
Fair
bed.
enough.
Then shit hit the fan big time.
So yeah, sit around, have a few cups of tea, try and stay sober for the morning.
Tea?
Yeah,
Tea?
tea.
That was on the fucking coffee.
It's so bitter though.
Hazelnut milk. Mwah.
Go start a treat.
No. Green tea.
Both
Well,
Elwyn
chai.
and Elwyn
Chai.
and Click are just like chugging it down at the same time. It's like, gotta stay awake, gotta stay awake, gotta stay awake.
Hazelnut milk and a little dash of sugar. Perfect.
Then head on over to the Laughing Vine.
Yep. You head on over. You guys get a kind of a little, kind of almost semi-grandiose tour of Port Rohan on the way from the tavern you guys stayed at to the Laughing Vine. And as you get to the Laughing Vine, you can immediately see.
On the way to the Laughing Vine, we'll stop off at a greengrocer's, buy some trays of fresh produce, so that we can look as if we're going around the back to make a delivery.
Good having. We like that.
I'll knock off some gold pieces for that, and some gold pieces that I dropped on the table for sticking daggers in it. Because, come on, that was just mean.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to use the phrase.
Like
That was mahogany.
Yeah. So we've got ourselves a little cover story for walking around the town and going into the back of the Laughing Vine.
I need to watch
We
the
always get
games
the
now.
outfits as well, like delivery person outfits. Like the brown UPS suits.
Yeah.
Shorts.
Just sackcloth. Please, sir, I'd like a tip for my delivery. I've got 18 starving children at home.
18, what the fuck have you been doing?
Tabaxis. They have litters, don't they?
Fucking tabaxis.
It's actually bad, I mean, sorry.
That's why he was sleeping with the owls. You can't have litters.
Makes perfect sense.
Probably the fact that Spring is largely asexual, but, you know.
I mean, you still might have to have a kid with her.
One fucking time he gets his dick out and fucking Jesus, not firing blanks.
At least you know.
Yeah.
Better than going to a clinic.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So. Do I knock or should I just unlock it?
Just knock. It's polite.
I suppose. Yeah.
And it gives the.
And also, it's
more-
less suspicious if someone does see around back here.
UPS.
Oh, you're not home? Okay, we'll leave there and come back.
As you guys kind of head up to the Laughing Vine, you kind of see immediately why it's as popular as it is. Incredibly beautiful tavern to look at. The design of it, the way they've actually shaped the vines around, the sign and everything is just amazing. Just kind of peering through the windows and looking inside immediately, even though it's kind of midday-ish, it has that home comfort of like, you just want to sit in there in a quiet corner and read, or like have a few friends on one of the tables and just talk random crap all night. But Spring quickly leads you guys around to the back.
Delivery!
Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Who knocks on the back door?
Hi.
Delivery.
I
Delivery.
come on.
Got you
Come
fruit
on in.
and
Come on in.
Delivery!
You know how to put.
Absolutely.
And no, yeah, and the rest of you just follow him. He knows exactly where he's going.
Mushroom apologies.
As the five of you all kind of bundle your way into the back area of the Laughing Vine.
Please sign this delivery now.
Or my boss will kill me.
You kind of see it. It's like, just, and he kind of zips off, and you kind of hear some commotion coming through, and eventually, what? I'm in the middle of something. Just come with me, okay? Just like you can hear like two distinctive feet kind of running through the tavern. There's the back of them, and you guys are now kind of introduced to Spring's younger brother and sister, who look near on identical to him with all the spots and everything. Just, it's almost hard to tell the three apart if it wasn't for one with dashing looks, one who looks like a proper like run-around boy, and then the female.
The lady.
The lady of the house.
So, introductions.
Whose names I've completely fucking forgotten. I can delve through my entire backstory to find them.
Quick, bring it up.
Oh, damn it.
Because I'm not holding character sheet up on here.
I should have been better prepared than this. But you never know which way it's going to go. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
So, my name's Val. That's Blake there. I've known as Mushroom Man. He gets all the
Known
projects.
as Mushroom Man. Yeah, I'm the mushroom guy.
The mushroom guy. That's why he's got a tree mushroom.
Brought the
Don't eat
mushrooms.
them.
Just
Um,
want to buy some produce.
I don't know what to say to that. Not
Yes,
right. That's
would be
very
An alluring scent. Yes, yes, it is.
I mean, alluring is not quite the word I'd use, but sure. And then next here we have Click. He will mimic you. Don't speak much.
Okay.
And then lastly, we have Helen. She's the
new.
newest one of our party.
Still getting used to this whole thing.
And obviously you know that one over there. I'm pretty sure you've met him quite a long time ago.
I'm used to them some of our lives.
This is my sister Summer and my brother Autumn. My
That
parents
was
had
obvious.
a naming theme, you know. They stopped before they got to winter.
Ah, so there's only 3 of you.
No, there was another winter who kept hanging out, although we don't know where his whereabouts are currently.
No surprise there.
Oh dear. Sounds ominous.
Well, that's Whiskers for you.
Yeah.
Ah, that explains that one.
See you. Welcome to the Laughing Vine, my home.
I mean, I hope
Love
you
what
didn't
you've
sleep in
done
this
with
area.
Hugs, obviously.
They're both kind of decided it's a hug because obviously they weren't able to properly
Yeah.
last night, and it's just
It's
a
not
lot
hugs,
of the
it's
tension that you've held over the last 10 years when not being able to kind of do anything, like sending letters here just wasn't right. Both and sister are finally in your arms again after so long, and it's just
The only reason why he isn't openly weeping is because he is so fucking focused at the moment.
And you trying to look hard.
Only
Before
goddamn
those
reason.
meats.
Yeah. Yeah.
sweet. Hard man.
Let's sort shit out, right? Yeah.
none of that is stopping them from both being tear-eyed and
His eyes are wet, but he's not just sobbing.
He's not openly crying.
Yeah. It's so good to
Getcha.
hold you again.
And he just takes their sense in for a moment and reluctantly lets go.
Right, well, there's only going to be one real reason why you'd probably be coming here at this time, and it's that, especially after, past dealings. What can we help you with, brother?
The Laughing Vine thrives as ever, I see.
Always. I mean, it's not like it was when mother and father were here, but we just try to make an open and friendly environment for everyone.
Well, I presume you still know the comings and goings of the wealthier types, then.
They both kind of just look at each other.
You know, their pre-bookings.
You both look at each other, and your sister just kind of wanders off to the tavern, to the front area. Comes back with a kind of small notebook of
Oh,
sorts.
God. There's a notebook.
Hands it to you, and as you open it and flick through, it is just names after names, and they're coming, how often they've come, what they drink, and things like that. And some of the higher names have come up, and it's like little details of what they've been doing, from what they can kind of whisper and gain through.
Okay.
Kind of things, and it's just like, and it's not just like us attacks. It's like a lot of names you don't recognize even in the slightest in there. They all have a very troll-sounding theme to them. Also, it's definitely been a few trolls coming in, having a drink, and talking too much. As it
we
were.
like the ones that talk too much.
Record keeping is as
trolls.
wonderful as ever, sister.
But you do recognize some of the names which seem have more of a tabaxi inclined to them, with a
Mitties.
few, with what seem like a few stars next to the name, which you know back in the day signifies someone within the courts and the high guard positions.
Hello.
Talking about the movement of certain what are seen as lord and ladies throughout, coming through and from Trovista, as well as the other city upon this isle, upon this particular isle, as well, moving backwards and forwards. And the next one, you get to the last page, and the next one is due in about 4 hours from Trovista to here.
It was like it was meant to be.
Carriaging a young prince, noted under self-titled prince.
Yeah.
Known as they all are.
Yep, self-titled prince, come in to pay respect to the magistrate, as it were.
Bribes.
Yep. Apparently sent through under one of the, what was considered the royal arcanist to the king of trolls. Sent through.
Well,
Going to be heavily guarded.
sounds like a challenge.
But you also might not be expecting anything.
Yeah, they might not be.
No.
They've been doing
It
this for
says
years.
it says standard guard, which you know back in the day means 2 on the carriage, 2 on horses.
There may be trolls as well. Do you have a slight surplus of lamp oil available?
Well, we wouldn't be the best town in the town if we didn't. We have to keep the place warm somehow.
Oh, exactly. You need guests need to be able to see their way around the place.
Exactly.
We shall lighten your load a little bit. After all, you wouldn't want to have too many flammable things lying around the place.
No, not with some of the things that could happen now.
Exactly. Help yourselves to the lamp oil supply. We will need it in case things turn a little bit too nasty. There are likely trolls amongst the guards.
Take
I
a
mean-
sample.
I've got
Put it
some
in my
space in my bag.
Mm-hmm. So we just got to grab some lamp oil and figure out which road they'll be coming on and then hoof it, because 4 hours before getting to the vine isn't going to give us long to get somewhere to hit them out of town.
It'll probably take you the better part of 3 hours to get out there.
Yeah, so they're only going to be about, they're going to be far out of town when we hit them.
Okay, let's get to it.
Let's go.
Val grabs the bag holding off the side. He's like,
Mhm.
I'm sure there's some dirt in here somewhere.
At that kind of point, Click is kind of rustling some of your armor. It's like, yeah, still exploding mushrooms?
I've got plenty.
Val rubbages and pulls up like 3, 4 mason jars, like quite big ones. I mean, come on, it's a bag of holding. I don't
Gross.
actually know completely what's in it, but
Yeah.
that is now in there.
Yeah.
Four jars.
bottom, yeah.
4 jars of lamp oil.
No, as in just
Oh,
empty
masons.
ones.
Empty ones. Oh.
Yeah, Spring's just taking some flasks. Jam for what you got. Screw tops whatever. Can you, do you have any sort of magic you could use to make a tree just fall down over the road?
Yeah, lightning bolts, pretty good.
Sweet.
That would make a tree very much fall down.
I mean, I technically could have done
Potentially
that, but it
explode.
might have just made it wet.
Yeah. I mean, you could just dig a hole, light it with
We
leaves.
don't have a lot of time.
We don't.
Or if you
We
blew a
need
hole in the road.
Quick.
Okay.
Can you do that? On
Yeah.
rebirth?
No, I've just got exploding mushrooms, just crater.
I mean, it's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all.
Oof. There we go.
That might give it, yeah, if they hear explosions, because you're getting quite
No,
close.
but
in.
not if they just, like, I could plant them in the ground.
Oh fuck, what, just like
Blow the
mine
wheels
the
off.
road? Fucking hell, yeah, do it. Do it, I love
I'll
it.
plant some IEDs.
Yeah.
Delayed blast mushroom.
I mean, that could work. I mean, we could do. The mushrooms are just like contact, so as long as they've. You can stand really close, long distance with a stick.
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be the horses.
Or just a rock.
Yeah. Or just
So
lob it.
basically
at
what
them.
I'm
Yeah, I was
hearing-
thinking we'll just lob them, because, I mean, it should at least take the wheels off.
Yeah.
What I'm
Good
hearing
for
is
it.
you just created landmines.
You're only
Yeah.
supposed to take the bloody doors off.
Yeah, bloody
Thank you for that.
idiots.
So,
Oh,
to
this shit
be fair, so
fucking
was I. I was wondering who's going to say that.
Yeah, it had to be done at some point, didn't it? What the fuck have I got tuned in?
So, in that preceding time, you guys managed to,
Have I had an opportunity to do a reattunement?
quite easily have in that time. I mean, you did have a bit of time this morning to relax, so
Yeah, cool.
if there's any retuning anyone wants to do.
Un momento.
Combat mode.
Why am I looking at my phone? I've got it here.
Combat mode? Time to hustle.
Yeah, got animal mushrooms. That could be funny. You throw it at the horse and then it's like a penguin. It would not be expecting that.
Penguin standing there with tuck and harness going, the fuck? Right. Go fuck some shit up.
I was looking at, I got really confused for a second. I got this stuff like, why have I got a plate? Oh, it's my plate armor. It's just called plate.
Just a
I was like, why have I clicked on a
You've
plate?
got like a dinner plate strapped to your chest, like,
Ha
Do the job.
yeah.
Take me for one.
I mean, it would do good against like bladed weapons and swords. The second you get a freaking like bludgeoning weapon, one hit, and then fuck, that's gonna hurt the next time.
Right. Quickly, hustle. So we're going to just hide up and prepare to throw mushrooms, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life.
Welcome to D&D.
Yeah. Get ready to
I love it so much.
Okay, yeah.
Hide in a tree and throw mushrooms.
It's fine. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfectly fine.
So fun.
All you have to do is you pull the bottom off and then the top goes,
Alright.
and then you oof. You throw it down, and it goes poof.
Right. So we better find ourselves a spot to hide.
Yes. Plus they have
Ready
the flashbang sort of effect. That's basically what they are.
Right.
So it's more for like
Yeah, so
confusing and blinding people.
Right.
Can I change my eye of odor into the colour blue, please?
Go back to blue. Oh, okay.
Just for this,
His house and
you'll have you roll a d20 immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell with first level or higher. I feel like I'm going to be casting a spell.
Nah, they're gonna capitulate. Like a bunch of pussies. Right.
Yeah, but I can
So-
also point the eye at a creature that makes an attack roll against the creature with +5 to hit. So. And then the creature must roll on the wild magic table.
Oh fuck. Right. So hide up.
interesting.
Spring's gonna find somewhere to hide.
Cool.
In the hopes of just
So
dropping on them.
So you get there, and for you, Spring, this definitely feels like walking down memory kind of lane. You recognize this whole area, and you know you got about 45 minutes, an hour before this turns up. This carriage turns up. And you're kind of looking around, and it's like, not much has changed. The trees grown a little bit more, so there's a few more branches that look a bit more sturdier than last time, than the odd like little thin twigs they were, and all that proper branches you can stand. So it's a lot more of a canopy over you can walk over and be directly above them nowadays. Now, it's definitely something new element to it. But you're just starting to get there. It's like, right, I know this group. How I'm going to hide them all? Two of them in plate mail.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to assist with certain
I will
people's stealth rolls.
blend. I'll just stand tall and pretend to be a tree. I've got enough moss. I might get away with it.
Can he assist with his stealth roll?
Gonna have to if he's doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
No, look, dude, just break up your outline a little bit more.
So say you all find points and areas to hide in. So everyone will need
Couple
to roll
rolls.
stealth checks. You do have an advantage, like,
Okay.
because of his help.
Okay.
Bleh. Mildly embarrassing, that roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck. Not as embarrassing as that.
That's with advantage.
Can we just bury you? I
Yeah.
should have given you inspiration as well. Fuck, too late. Keep forgetting about that.
You rolled with advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
You did.
Tell me they get.
This world just does not want me to be stealthy. Doesn't matter what it was. I mean,
You're
to
not
be
built
honest,
for
I'm the shock and awe. So
that. Yeah, you're not, if they
if
spot
anything,
you,
they'll spot. If anything, I'll just stand in the middle of the road looking confused, and at least
and
they'll
then lob
encourage-
mushrooms at them.
Yeah,
No,
they will
who
not
are
be
you?
expecting that.
Yeah,
They
You're
might be
not my
expecting a
dad.
tabaxi. They definitely won't be expecting a bossy Goliath
that's true.
with mushrooms.
Like, just imagine you sit there going, "You're not my dad." In fact, I don't used to do that.
Right. So you basically you got a 5.
Yep.
21.
That's kind of rubbish
I
for you.
got 13.
I've rolled a 4.
Click
I
got a
roll
20.
better than you.
Click,
You roll better than
Click got a 22 with a natural 20,
Nice.
and Elwin got a 16.
jail.
So-
At least I'm not the lowest.
4 of this party are very incredibly well hidden amongst the foliage and the trees.
I might as well just not bother being stealthy at
Yeah,
all.
but you don't know the result of the roll, that's a problem. It's metagaming.
You, Flake, after being told by Spring,
standing with my
there's a
hands
big
over-
tree right there, stand next to that, crouch down, and try and push your mosses forward as you can, basically.
I'm trying to look like
And
a hedge.
as you do, you're kind of...
Just fall
Yeah,
over
you ever
into
seen
it.
like a kid? It's like have you ever seen that image of a kid where he's like sulking? So he's like there on the ground, knees as high as he can, hands around his knees, crying into his knees, kind of thing.
fuck
That's
me.
kind of what you look like at the minute.
Well, I can't see you can't see me.
He's probably got a bit of plate mail poking out that's just catching the light.
Oh yeah, his plate mail, his black plate mail is
reflected
visible.
off and it's set fire to a bush.
His black plate mail is
You're
visible.
trying to no! I'm a druid!
Mr.
Just like
Smash,
that cantrip. Oh.
Mr. Smashy is visible off his back. So is his sword.
Fucking hell.
Look, what do you guys expect?
Nothing much, really.
I despair.
A few minutes.
All I had to do was just hide behind a building or like.
Or a bit behind,
a little
just
bit
go
of that
behind the tree.
Just something.
A little bit of time kind of goes by, and you can eventually hear the sounds of hoof prints of horses and the wheels of a carriage rolling by. The intel was definitely not wrong. Small guard, 4 guards, 2 on the carriage, 2 on horseback. As they're kind of rolling by through, 4 of you are all kind of like, looking at him and then looking at Flake, looking at them, looking at Flake, looking at them, looking at Flake, and like, this is going to go fucking horribly wrong.
How long does it take me to realise that they can actually see you?
Roll an intelligence check.
Sure. Why not? Oh, it's not. Boop, 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 boop. Here we go. Here we go. That's a 15. So
As you hear it, you're kind of realizing like, I'm out in the open, and they're gonna know I'm here. I'm not.
Horses have stopped moving. That's
No, they haven't stopped. They're kind of started crouching, and you realize like, with that roll, you do something. The idea is like, wait a minute. There's no way I can do this. You're gonna sit back and you lean against the tree you're sat in front of, and go into a full relax mode, as if you're just trying to relax there instead.
Don't mind me just sleeping on the path.
Nothing unusual.
I would have one of the empty bottles of basilisk wine and just leave it at my feet.
I mean,
He's
that
just
could
passed
work.
out.
Yeah,
It's all
that could
good.
work that way.
Who needs to disguise self as a spell when you can just be yourself?
Drunken idiots by the
Yeah.
side of the road.
Cool. So the two in
We
the
started
carriage.
off the fucking calling card, didn't we?
So the two on the carriage and the one on
I'm
the
making
further
a new
side of the
one.
road away from you don't really pay you any notice or mind. The one on the closest side to you on horseback.
I probably must stand out a little bit just
Yeah.
'cause
Well, he kind of stops.
what
You're
I
like,
look like.
he stops there, and you can kind of see this is more of a somewhere between a tabaxi and a wood elf kind of style. It has kind of the slight fur kind of going on, but the ears are not on the top of the head. They're more on the side and elongated like elf ears. Kind of stops. You there? What are you doing down there?
Oh, well, hello. Oh, hello.
That's what are you doing down there?
Well, what's happening?
This is not exactly the best place to have a nap. There are monsters and all sorts out here that could rob you or even kill you. You looked well armed, but
Acrobatics check, dropping onto the
good.
roof just as
Good.
he said all sorts of things out here might rob you. And that'd be 31.
Oh,
And as he does,
Bouncy
Both
boy.
blades out, straight on the sides of
As-
next to the guys on the coach.
yeah,
coup de grace? Or
you
are you just
no, just holding it there. You are so right about being robbed.
At that moment, Click appears on the other side. The feathered wing, his pole arm, out on the other guard. And this guy's like rambling. He's not actually.
Oh.
So 31, yeah.
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 no chance.
He is involved in this conversation. You could get robbed or something. And at that point, you see this happening as he's saying this behind him.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I throw one of my flashbangs towards the carriage
Okay.
through the door.
Through the door. Throw it through the door. Right.
Oh,
But who's in there?
hell.
The prince person.
Yeah.
in
The
carriage.
prince person is in there.
So who's actually?
So you got the two guards on the front
You've
of the
got
carriage.
two of them. Flick's got
Click
one.
has got the other one, and the other one is talking down to you at the minute, trying to be helpful to.
Yeah, because he's not going to attack me if something blows up behind him, probably.
He's going to probably
He's
he's
gonna be
probably
very
going to
surprised.
first look at what's behind him.
Okay, yeah,
right.
so I do
So we said the DC was your spellcasting
Yeah. It's
ability,
19.
wasn't it? 19. Yeah, no. Whoever's in that carriage is blind as fuck. That went off. You kind of just see the three of them don't react. He's like, "What the?" As he full on turns his back completely to you.
Yeah.
Goodbye. What are you doing now?
Just check me. It might just be a case of just Mr. Smashy round his throat, probably. Just kind of and lift him off the floor.
Well, he's on horseback.
Well,
So-
I'm probably about as high as fucking horseback.
That's your point.
Well made.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I must be
Roll
at
a-
least that.
I'm gonna say roll a athletics check on this one
Athletics. I don't know if I'm that good at athletics.
with advantage because
Okay.
he can't see you, and he's gonna be rolling with
Oh, I have a
disadvantage.
+7 to athletics. That's okay. That's good.
Athletics. Oh, for God's sake. Jesus Christ.
It's still only a 10.
Put those
Still beats
in
him.
fucking
Oh,
dice
okay.
jail. Wow.
Still beats him. He rolled a 9.
Oh,
No, that was like.
He turns around like,
lift
"What
off the
the?
back of the horse.
What? What the? Who the fuck are you guys?"
Business card.
Which one girl walks out and
Mel and you and Elwin
Go
gotta
ahead,
walk out.
Golden
This is a business card
Marauders.
because we're not going to kill them, and that'll bring these guys straight back to the tavern where we're staying, and it'll get that guy in
It
trouble.
would just be funny.
It would be funny.
Belle comes out from behind the tree and says, "We're just here to liberate you of some unneeded funds."
The two that are on the coach have got very, very brightly glowing blades on the sides of their necks. Just
Yeah, they're not. They're just hands like they know when they're like. By the time they reach for their blades, you'd have them. So.
Just keep your
So,
hands right where I can see them, and everything will be fine.
Belle walks up to the one that's Click's got and is like, "So be here, dear, and jump off that horse and give us some money."
Kind of gets off the horse. As you see, Click is just still holding his freaking pole arm up against him as much as he could. He goes over into the carriage, opens the main carriage, and you can see this Tabaxi is very up himself kind of styling. Purely black and white splodges all over, and he is just like rubbing the fuck out of his eyes at the minute. You cannot see.
Ears would be ringing.
See, and he's like, "What is going on out there? This is not right. Why are you moving? Why do I hear my treasure moving?"
I would be quiet if I were you.
The magistrate will hear about this, and all of you will be thrown in jail!
Spring's just going to stamp twice on the roof and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, shithead, get out now."
I cannot see. How am I going to get out?
At that point, Belle just kind of reaches in.
Yeah.
We told you to get out. Get out. Just chucks him to the floor.
Just find the dirtiest puddle you can. We're in the jungle. There's going to be puddles. There's going to be wet dirt around.
Please do not make me too strict for that.
The magistrate will hear about this. I will find out who all of you are,
Ow.
and have you all thrown in jail or something.
Good.
Unfortunately, he
Darren, can
can't
you
see what
see?
we look at.
No, but my guards can, and they will tell
Okay,
me.
great. Just literally tears a bit of cloth off her dress and just blindfolds him.
At that point, as you're kind of doing that, Click just Elwin walks up and just shoves something in his mouth to get him to stop talking.
Nice.
Thank you,
Now
all,
then, my
darling.
full friends, you're not going to say a damned word, are you? If you ever want to be hired again on this entire isle, you're not going to say a fucking word, are you? Your reputation is ruined already. You lost one of the princes to a band of 4 peoples.
Oh, maybe not. As you suddenly hear another 2 horses
Knew it.
and a carriage coming along. Just one person, just up there, Tabaxi. Sir, the carriage stopped in front of us. It looks like they're being robbed. Of course. Well, I guess I'll have to be the hero.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Carriage door opens. Just wait here, cuz. I'll sort this out. Out steps the immediate, almost pure white foot of another Tabaxi coming down. And that Tabaxi coming out is in green and gold. Beautifully polished plated armor. Massive large sword. What looks like a raven of some sorts as the cross guard. Shield on the back. White face, orange stripes all over, orange tipped ears, monocle in one
Why have
eye.
you got a fucking monocle?
Because he's a classy.
Because it's fucking Pippin.
He walks over.
Has he got his purpose? Has he got the?
Is it Pippin? Are you fucking joking?
I am the great and mighty Pippin, Lord of the Fluff.
Oh my good god.
And you highwaymen are robbing a noble of his gold. I need you all to...
I really
I
hope
need to
he's
go.
got
We're going to go
the
to break
blue
because I got to
orange.
set this up. We'll be back in about 5
I'm gonna go and have some words with Pippin.
Yeah.
He's on the sofa.
Come here,
You
Pippin.
will be back soon, everyone. Yes, we are. And I get this one on, because I need to be up here.
Okay, well, I did promise I'd read some of the cheesy jokes out.
Well, while I'm sorting everything out and everyone's rolling initiative, you can do it.
Why, thank you.
And that book, everyone roll initiative.
Whilst we're doing that, so the top cheesy jokes that we feel are just can't look above the rest.
For God's sake.
So first in, we
We're
have
going
Zach
first and
sit
last.
with what?
I got.
What do I have that's long and hard? My depression. Thank you, Zach.
That's pretty much a cause the instrumentality entry.
Yep. Or we've got how did Bob Marley like his sandwiches? With jamming. I'm not mad. Just disappointing.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I thought we'd do one of each for each of our viewers. Why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired. Congratulations, you've broken the party with cheesy jokes. I hope you're proud. Well, now I'm rolling initiative. Thank you very much, guys.
Alright, Isabel.
I'm not
16.
rolling for anything important. I get really good rolls until I actually have to
Right.
roll for something.
36.
And then you get spring.
Right.
3.
Oh, come on!
Like,
Wow!
you're in a different time zone.
That's with my +1. I rolled a 2.
Use a different fucking die.
No, it's
That's
new.
going in dice chain.
It's new. It has to be used.
It needs to be cleansed.
Yeah.
See, that was an 18.
So,
Before the
The
cleansing,
first
the chalk on it.
That's an nat 2.
you're there. You're all
That's
there.
a 19.
Prince is kind of in the ground, gagged, blinded. The rest of the guards are kind of now bound down, and you're in the middle of threatening them. You're like, you're not going to recognize and tell anyone about us now, are you? Or are you going to give them different descriptions? To when you just hear the cart rolling up, and the great and mighty Lord Pippin
Screw you, Pippin, I gave you treats.
comes out, unsheaths his sword from his back, pulls his shield round, points it to the lot of you, and going like, "Unhand them, you evildoers!"
Oh, good lord, you're even doing that?
Oh,
Oh,
God, no.
Start of the initiative. Spring.
oh no.
And you think that these people are worth defending over the people of the town? Cool lightning on the fucker. Not hanging about. Oh, boots of haste first.
Clicky click.
Cool lightning is an action.
Cool.
That's a dexterity save 18.
Yeah, that was a 26.
Fair. So he takes half damage. 13. 21. So 10 points damage. Half. 10 points damage is the half, sorry.
Cool.
I think I can just do that again.
Yeah. It is like that now, is it?
Fucking Captain Obvious voice.
Freaking obvious. Can I use a bonus action to intimidate these two guards?
You've used your bonus action to click to his face.
But that gets me another bonus action.
Gives you another action.
And another action. And another action, in which case...
Stabby, stabby.
I mean, intimidating someone in combat is an action, technically, so.
I'll intimidate these two twats then. You're not going to cause me any problems now, are you? Be good. Stay there. Nat 1. Obviously I choked on the words or something. That's
Scrabble.
9.
We all just, the four of them just look at the hairball you've coughed up, look at you, sword, your sword still pointed at them, and you just kind of point your finger at Pippin after calling lightning down, and they're just like, they're just confused.
Very confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 actions. No, that's it for now. Yeah.
Click is just standing there, it's like, what are we doing? Are we killing him or what?
The new
Just
guy.
subdue them.
Alright, well, Click's going to spend his action just binding them up completely.
Cool.
Then, that's what he's doing.
Thanks, Click.
So he's unsure what the fuck is going on.
Love you,
And next
Click.
up is Lisa Val.
Okie dokie, right. So we've got blue on the Eye of Odin. So, first and foremost, I'm going to use my bonus action to point it at him. Because I have to do that.
Pointy, pointy.
Yes. So it makes it attack roll against him. +5. Which is a 22.
22.
Yep.
Where did I just put it? Back in character sheet. Nope, doesn't hit.
Ah.
Jeez.
That's fine, doesn't hit, so it doesn't roll wild magic. It's fine. I'm doing an actual spell. Should we play guess the spell?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Do cast some light on him.
Oh, cool.
Oof.
Might not need that. You might be a flaming pair of boots.
Nope. It's a dehydrated kitty.
What's spell save?
Con save 16.
Dirty 20.
Still takes half damage.
Filthy.
Yeah, he's a paladin, so he's probably got a massive bonus to all his saves, but...
It's 11d8, I'm not rolling on that.
11d8, fuck's sake.
So that's 29 points of necrotic damage. That's half down already.
Your feeble attempts are just...
Oh,
Feeble.
Oh,
What?
God. This... Oh, fuck's sake.
Anything else?
No, I can't do anything else.
Cool, because it's his turn now. So he's going to use his back agility.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And this is a
receiving
giant
it,
fucking sword he's got as well.
Compensating for something?
I don't know why any of you intend to be like this. These are poor, helpless, defenseless.
The fuck up.
And he's going to take his first strike against you, Isabel, since you were the one who struck him last.
This guy's stupid.
Rude. Don't hit a woman.
Dude.
So that is a 22 to hit.
Fuck. Yeah. Just.
And which one do I want to use?
You have more than one?
He is the hero of the realm.
Yeah. Dumbass of the realm.
Sorry, Pippin, we love you really, but we don't love your character.
God.
Official rules are coming out.
They're all bunk.
Oh, wait, he's looking at which particular strike to use against you,
Oh,
probably.
good lord.
Yep. And he is going to burn a third level spell slot
Okay.
to do a third level searing smite
Nice.
with that as well.
And what does that entail?
A lot of hurty.
Well, first, that is. What is that number? Wait. Very confused. 14 points of slashing damage, followed by another 7 points of fire damage.
Is that half down?
Hmm?
I'm resistant to fire.
Well, now he knows that.
What did you shout at that? I'm resistant to fire, you idiot.
Oh,
So,
okay. And then he's going to take a second strike against you, Spring.
Cool.
so that was 17 points of slashing, yeah?
Yep. With a 24 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
And he's already done that, so we can add more to it. Ooh, max damage. 20 points of slashing.
Uncanny dodge for having that shit.
Oh, the lots of you are quicker than you look.
My face.
This will be fun.
Your brain's definitely slower than it looks.
Next, it is Elwin's
I
turn.
literally didn't know what that face was to never ask.
To which Elwin is just like, seriously, are we fighting him? Seriously?
Yes!
Apparently so!
He's a dick.
He's the one that inserted himself into this equation, so we have to
Just like a,
take him out!
Just like a dick would do.
Didn't even move up first, he just
He
came
just,
in.
he just inserted himself right into this situation.
So like a mama's boy.
Firebolts.
You say fairy bolt?
Firebolts.
Oh.
22.
It's a special spell you only has.
She just kind of stands around. Ha!
Yikes.
Does nothing. Like.
Oh, I finally get a go.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Congratulations.
Okay, I'm going to do one that's going to piss you off.
Jubilation.
Or maybe. I'm going to do heat melt on his armour.
Ooh. Classy.
And you don't get, you just have to, well, you can roll a constitution saving throw, but that's only if you can take it off, and I don't think you can. So you just take 78 fire damage. And then you can spend this turn trying to take it off.
Is that a concentration spell?
Huh?
Is that a concentration spell?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, I'll take the damage.
Sure. Let's press this button. Your time. It's probably resistant in some description, but that's fine. That'll be 43 points of damage for you.
Alright.
And yeah, I'm going to obviously keep the concentration up, so I think it'll be on his, turn. Yeah, so it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so as long as I keep the concentration up, I can use my bonus to do the damage.
Cool.
Again,
Well,
if he's not like.
so it's 43, yeah?
Yeah. Fire damage.
Fire damage. Nice.
You take 4 points of psychic damage as a rebuke from it as an automatic thing for him.
That's fine. You can't do much to my brain. I haven't already done myself. If
Oh dear.
anything, it might help a bit. Knock
Wake you up.
Knock something back into place that might have slipped.
Right.
Congratulations, you gained some intelligence.
We get back to the top of the initiative. Spring, your go. As you're now in close quarters with him, I need you to roll a quick perception check.
Ooh. Perception there. Perception. Which is not a bad one. 20.
20. He kind of moves in, and Blade's already out, kind of still, just kind of to keep the intimidation going against the guards on the ground. You feel something land on your right shoulder. You look over and you see a raven. You look over at him, and there's a raven on his right shoulder as well.
I'll feed the sword, yeah.
Yep. Sword. He hasn't noticed yet. What do you
I
do?
don't expect him to notice because he's a dumbass. Okay, I'm not going to use an action to dump another Call Lightning on him. I'm going to reserve an action. Yeah, can I move around so I can flank him? Perfect. We're going to go for 2 stabs,
Alright.
just to keep things going. That is a 31 and a... what's my offhand attack? Oh, stop it. 31 and a 21. I guess the 21 misses.
21 definitely misses.
Right, 31 hits though. So-
Yes, it does, I believe. Yeah.
Twice my blade. I'm going to dump a 2nd level Divine Smite into it. Because I can do that now.
Fun.
And see if the trickle of hopefully very familiar divine energy wakes this bastard's brain up out of my persuasion check. 7, 13, 20, 21, 25, 26, 34, 37 points of damage.
Holy.
And there were some low rolls there.
So, you kind of skip behind him, strike him with that first one. You can just kind of feel like he definitely felt that one. And as you're going for the second one, he turns around, bats your sword away with a shield, holding his blade up, and he's just looking at you, right?
Persuasion check. Do you not see that we should be on the same side, brother?
Oh, fuck's sake, a 6. Really? What's the bonus on persuasion? Persuasion's bonus is...
decent.
That's 14. The Raven Queen
grip
speaks to us both.
loosens.
And
in
these people are not serving the people.
his grip loosens on his sword.
You stand on the wrong side.
For the time being, until he gets to his turn, we are still in initiative. Lisabel, you're up next. No, sorry, Click's up next. Who is just like hearing this kind of going on, still further binding. He's gone through them two now. Now he's working on these two here. And just make sure they can't get loose at minutes.
Yep. Getting his rope bunny skills up.
Yes.
His little badge.
Yes.
Would Bell have heard what Spring said?
Yeah, you're in close quarters at this point. You're literally, he's literally like 4 feet away from you.
Apparently smelling of burnt fluff. I just cooked him. Turned him into a microwave.
Hold an action.
Yeah, that's actually a good shout. I'm going to hold an action. It's not like snowball spawn.
Comes around to his turn.
It's 4th level, by the way.
Comes around to his turn. You serve the Raven Queen as well, then?
Yes. And you know her, Tenets. She would not be happy with what is happening in Port Rohan.
Can you ask your friend to drop the spell, please? Do not want to be burnt to a crisp.
Friend, don't turn this man into a barbecue.
You literally watch him as he sheathes his sword.
Okay. You sure?
Sheathes his blades.
He takes the shield and very Captain America just takes it like that.
Oh, of course he does!
So, like, don't freeze them.
Yeah.
No.
I lift the spell back up again.
Very well. I can put this back up again. Hello! It's very short-lived.
Conflict is over.
No conflict tonight.
I have to make click attack noises for other reasons.
There you go.
That's the noise. Ooh.
What do you do?
Hello, Psycho! I wondered where you were.
What's this about jokes? Yeah.
You missed them.
A show.
It's never too late for bad jokes, though.
Give us a cheesy joke.
Cheesy jokes.
Cheesy.
We want the camembert and brie.
Just as a side
In the
thing,
chat.
I am gonna change my orb back to white. Because I do not want any wild magic. Thank you very much. Okay, thanks.
Give it fight.
Alrighty then. Then, can I ask what all this, he points to the guards, is about then?
Do you really think that people like this so-called prince, and there's the merchants and the magistrates, little lackeys, are doing what is good for the town and the people?
You kind of see him looking over now at the now kind of gagged so-called prince there, and he's like,
He's got a little red armband on. Like, oh, how did I not see it until
it's kind of his reaction is like, well, to be honest, I didn't really notice who was being bound and gagged. It's just, I mean, you surely must know the issued Call of Duty and heroism. And see someone in trouble, you go help out. Unfortunately, it just ends up becoming swing your sword first, ask questions afterwards.
Really?
That's a great way to kill people that don't need killing.
It's worked for us for a long time.
Ixnay on the murder aid!
Back of our business cards. Just kill now, ask questions.
Shit, how can I get that removed?
Yeah, the small type is not really advertising as well there.
Anyways, allow me to properly introduce myself. I am
Oh god.
Lord Pippin
Oh fuck.
of the Fluff. And
Of the fluff. Does that mean you're fluffy?
Look at him.
It's a little village up the hill, isn't it? Yeah. The fluff.
And he kind of extends out to the cart, the carriage behind him. It's alright, cuz. It's all over. You can come out now. The door swings open again. Oh, and this time, instead of pure white, it's pure black this time.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You're stepping down, and you see this sleek tabaxi figure. Cloak and everything kind of well clung to her. Got a scarf pulled up a little bit, hood over. Spring, you in a very weird relation moment of realizing maybe a dream wasn't really a fucking dream, as Tyabis from the dreaming world steps out of the carriage.
Oh shit.
What is going on, Dick? Why do I feel like I recognize some of you?
We get around?
That's really like.
She's been in a coma for a very long time. She's not used to the waking world. She's still trying to gather her senses.
Okay.
As it were. So she says she recognized you. She might have seen someone like you in one of her dreams or something.
Oh, okay, yes, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, way more sense than just shut up, you. I'll continue eating my chocolate.
So, Isabel, Aaron, Blake, Spring Winds.
Hi.
Click. Sorry, he was busy.
I wasn't sure what to do. Attack this.
You did good.
You did a good job. I was only taking this guy to get his attention, really.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
Some of the boys on the boat taught me how to tie knots.
Fantastic.
We didn't know what happened down there.
We don't want to know what happened down there.
Just to prove there's no hard feelings, Spring's going to dump all of his lay on hands into Fluffy.
Oh, thank you. That's...
Sorry about the burnt fluff. You
I've
did
had
attack
worse.
us first.
True, and I've had worse. I mean, not often you fight the great fire lizards of the northern deserts and survive the tales.
I see.
Spring's just like realizing he's encountered somebody with an ego larger than his own.
Say it's an eye-opening experience, or
No, it's horrible.
And then,
and
of course, the mighty hippogriff of the west.
Oh, yes. I've heard of that tale.
Fucking insight check.
just making up, making
Yeah,
up
this one,
things.
21.
He just made
No,
that
just
up.
kind of does shifty eyes like,
There's
I
a
don't remember
slight
reading.
truth in there somewhere. It might not have been a hippogriff. It might have been in the west, but it was something. But he's definitely
There was
clamoring
a
up.
very angry house cat that was in the western area of the 20 Isles, right?
Well,
Got
just
it
kind of
out.
sat there scratching
Got
your
it
head
out.
going, I don't remember reading this in the history books.
And of course, the whispering werewolf of the south.
Can I make an academic
Definitely a
check
dog.
on that? That shit would
Asthmatic
be
dog.
something
Whispering was an
so
asthmatic
worthy.
dog.
23.
You've not read a lot of books about the 20 Peak Isles, so any myth and lore surrounding any creatures amongst them might not be you don't know fully.
Well,
Roll an insight check.
you've got to get through his hubris and ego to find out if he's telling the truth. It's going to be a fucking high roll.
Insight, okay.
I apologize to Travis Willingham. I'm slightly stealing your Bertrand Bell character.
That's a 13.
He's telling the fucking truth. He fought the whispering werewolf of the south.
It was an asthmatic shih tzu.
Returned to be
No, it's a chihuahua.
Oh, don't. I've had the chihuahua on me today. I'm not. He is vicious.
Okay, so
Yes, I was on my way to Port Rohan because apparently something about some goings on behind the scenes, and they asked for a hero to come along and help out.
who asked for a hero to come along and help out?
Well, they didn't name any names particular. I just got a letter and a...
Okay, so it wasn't the magistrate then.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Sounds like our people then.
Your people?
Yes, our people. You heard correctly.
This isn't just simple highway robbery, although that was my previous career.
You seem to have a lot of familiarity with it, at least.
All I can think of is a fucking horrible history song.
Pippin.
I can't help it.
There was once a highwayman who robbed from the people that were oppressing Lords of Rohan.
I heard tales of that.
And
The magistrate did try to hire me for that, and I wouldn't lie. I did tell him, like, no, sorry, too high profile. Not. I like to keep my name more to the local people, not to the higher ups.
And your opinion of that highwayman and what he was doing?
No, it doesn't bother me. It wasn't doing it in my part of the Isles in the
Very long joke.
northwest.
So, what if he was back and he was intending to take care of a few problems upon these isles?
Would it mean freeing slaves and helping those who can't help themselves?
Yes.
Then I welcome it!
Welcome aboard. I may regret this.
Here's your name tag.
Here's your orientation booklet.
Here's your business card.
Your high-vis
And here's your tote bag.
tote bag with all the swag.
Yep.
Put everything in
Golden
the tote bag.
swag.
You should have given me the tote bag first.
Yeah, lead with that next time.
Yeah,
yes.
we need to get this
We're
whole
still
thing
working
down
on
a
this.
bit, but yeah.
We're very new to this whole sort of influencer life.
Is it alright if Tyrus joins us? She's quite a skilled assassin when it comes
Absolutely.
to
Molten barrier.
Yes.
And she's just kind of sidelonging
Deep internal conflict.
Pippin and just like literally, like kind of that kind of cousinly kind of feel like, I'm gonna fucking murder you after this is done.
Oh dear. I'm curious to see where this joke is going.
Oh no. It's an essay.
It's an essay. He did warn us. They did warn us, sorry, I just assumed agenda.
Great for engagement though, so keep going.
Please do. And more likes.
Did you read it?
I just took
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I just took psychic damage.
Yep. I feel that.
Oh.
Okay, I think that was the cheesiest one. Well done.
Okay.
Definitely some cheese involved.
The cheese is real. So is liver, apparently.
The gate guards won't trouble you at all, will they?
No, I mean, he kind of points over to this carriage which says, definitely got more of an official look to it. It's like, the hay won't stop me coming through.
Okay, so what if we load this prince's treasure onto your cart and you ensure it reaches the people that need it the most?
That can be done quite easily. I think I was heading to the Snickering Vine or something.
Ooh.
I can't. It was just. I'm a little bit illiterate. I'm sorry.
Okay, the laughing vine.
Laughing Vine. Thank you very much.
They'll
That's
help you out, no problems. Yes, so you take that and make certain it gets distributed as appropriate. I think we should secrete the prince somewhere.
I mean, I've got extra rope. We always hang him from the tree
Extra
like a little
rope and a bag
pinata.
of holding. Take him with
Ooh,
us.
ooh. Maybe not put a living human being in the bag of holding.
No, I think that's a bad idea.
That's suffocate stuff. I don't really want a dead body in there.
Well, he's not dead yet.
We've got the part of a hole. People can.
That is very true, but there's also got a lot of loot in there. Did we ever empty it out?
He's tied up and bound,
Yeah, he's not gonna do shit in there.
gagged, and and you kind of notice now that he's got actually a fucking cloth over his eyes now, so he can't. Even if the blindness from the flashbang have dissipated.
I put the cloth on him.
Yeah.
Of course I knew not there.
Okay.
Okay, in the hole he goes.
Nope. Out comes the hole, in goes the prince. That felt nice.
Anyone else going in there?
And you just see the guards like, no, we don't see anything, we don't see anything.
Perfect. Did you get all the gold?
So what are you lot going to do with yourselves?
Gold? No. Okay.
We're gonna go somewhere away far here and never mention this ever again.
Yeah, get yourselves off these isles.
Yeah, sounds good.
I hear there's a boat leaving shortly.
From anywhere apart from Port Rohan, you understand?
Yeah, of course. I hear High Hall's a good place to go.
Absolutely, off you go.
Yeah, splendid
Here,
place to
you
go,
even
good
have a
idea.
carriage to go with.
Yeah, that boys, we have a carriage.
I'm sure
like,
the carriage and
"Yay!"
horses. I'm sure the carriage and horses will find a fine price to buy your passage with.
And they're all like, yay!
Don't
Untie them,
die.
kick them towards the carriage.
Did we get the gold off the carriage?
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
now
Where the
on
fuck did it go?
Pippin's carriage because he can get in and out without being fucking frisked.
Lovely.
Travel in plain sight, you know.
Nice.
Sometimes the best way of doing it.
So we all bundled in Pippa's carriage then.
Shall we?
We shall.
I think we should. Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit cramped in there. I mean, there's going to be 7 of us cramped in there.
But she's royalty, so someone else should get out for her.
It doesn't work like that. I mean, can we get Flake in there? Is he gonna realistically?
No, it's okay. I'll be like really stealthy and just sit on the roof.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
Yep, yeah. Good.
No one will
Top
ever
boiling
know.
over him.
I'm not sure the roof can take your weight, my friend.
What about? Have you got like a little
Wow,
back
rude.
bench?
I mean, there's enough room on the front bench for him to sit.
Shall I just ride?
Yeah, just get up on the front.
I'll sit on the front and just.
Is this guy got his own driver?
Yeah.
Alright, so who's just been sitting there
No,
going...
it's a fucking test.
He's just been sitting there just like, what the fuck is the... It's just like... But it's like,
We
when he
stopped.
works for Lord Pippin, so he's like, this is probably not even the strangest thing I've seen him do.
He pays me enough not to say anything.
Spring will hop up on the roof. Just cloaked up as if it's probably drizzling, it's a fucking jungle, there's going to be dampness in the air. And just sit right, between those two and behind them and just sort of lean forward to the driver and say, you know exactly what's good for you, don't you?
Of course.
Good.
I'm paid for my silence.
Splendid.
Bells just if it's drizzling, Bells won't just worry about hair. The frizz!
Well, it's humid on these isles, you're fucked.
Yeah.
My afro has never looked better.
Yeah. So soft and voluminous.
So many products in her hair right now. It's not even
Although,
funny.
every other day you'd have to take it off and wring it out a bit. Otherwise
Yeah.
it gets
She didn't bring the straighteners with her. Don't worry.
Alright,
It's
cool.
all natural.
Cool. So you lot get in, I'm
Just
on the
leaving
roof, he's on the
Yeah,
front.
third day in the Isles, you do wake up with full-on frizz.
Leave-in conditioner.
100 times each bit.
Time to bring it back in a fucking bowl.
No.
Or a bun.
Oh yeah, but maybe. I ain't
Bum.
cut my hair.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
off.
fair.
Right.
Royalty does not cut their hair.
Royalties people do that for them.
No, as in it's a sign of like
Oh, okay, fair enough.
yeah.
Right, let's get wagons rolling.
Y'all get into...
Kind of glad we didn't bother the road down, we wouldn't be able to drive the wagon down it.
Yeah, it was good. It's a good idea. I fucked up my stealth roll
Yeah.
once. It worked out quite well.
It's a good idea. I didn't decide to use a certain spell, otherwise I would have literally blown everyone up.
Yeah. We've just been scraping bodies off the
I
pavement.
mean, it
Would've been
was
an
like
Elstar or
a
a
delayed one.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you know exactly which one.
Don't put it on the guard's carriage.
I won't. It requires my concentration and me to be there, so.
And the second you drop concentration...
Explosion!
Which means, if you wanted to leave it there and then as you guys go away and you get a range of it...
Nah.
Not worth it.
Only fucking simple guards, they would not survive that spell.
Right,
No,
let's...
I don't want to kill people today.
They have hit points. How do you get a player to kill anyone? Give them hit points.
If it has hit points, we can make it bleed.
I remember that famous quote from
Only
the
if I
Predator.
infuse it with blood magic would
Does
that
hit
work.
points, we can kill it.
I mean,
If it
Then
does
I
hit
can
points,
take
we
their
can
hit
kill
points
it.
to heal me.
yeah. I mean,
Flake, you son of a bitch.
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Alright, you all get into the carriage.
Get to the carriage.
You're gonna get into the carriage, onto the carriage, and from the carriage. And it kind of starts treading off.
Yeah.
In this entire scenario, Tybus herself is torn between looking at you, Lisabel, and then looking at the slight kind of podge coming down from the roof.
Wow, dude needs a better carriage if he's way down under me. Fucking hell.
No, it's not way down, but it's like
Okay.
like a thin kind of thing. So
Canvas.
even lying there, it's like
Oh, it's a canvas.
yeah, canvas one.
Oh, right.
So your weight
The
isn't enough to
jungle,
like
was it?
pierce it through,
Right.
but you can tell where you are. Kind
Okay.
of thing in it.
Is he like distracted? He's like,
Is there like a back step on this carriage? Yeah, I'll sit on that stand like that then. That looks less weird than sitting on a canvas roof. Or with footman at the back.
I hope you wore trousers today.
Yeah.
Nubby imprint.
And plain glam.
Oh dear.
Or transmog for the WoW people.
Damn, that hit.
Just because somebody's played more of the expansion than I have.
Yeah, they completed it. The first part, anyways. But anywho, so I was just gonna sit there, arms folded, arms folded, kind of head a little bit cocked to the side, trying to keep like yearly spell and spring inner visions. Just like, so what brings you all this direction then?
Stuff and things.
Just, we heard the weather's really nice around here this time of year.
When is the weather ever nice this time ever in these isles?
Well, I fancy a frizz.
Well, we've been in the desert for a few weeks, so you know the damp is actually quite pleasant.
And also frozen.
Nah,
It's quite cold there.
yeah.
I guess this does make a different change, tropical climb and everything. I mean, it's not like the weather here can change in the space of a couple of minutes.
Give it time.
Yeah, give it time.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
I sense that's a lie.
The two of you immediately get the feeling that she's not talking anything about these isles. She's definitely talking about a previous experience with you guys.
We're innocent, I swear.
I just have one of those faces.
Same. Apparently.
And voices.
And
And
looks.
gearing.
I think all of us by the driver have one of those faces, my dear.
Hmm.
As long as you don't start trying to sleep with her, we're good.
Shut up.
Have any of you ever had a dream so vivid you could swear it was real life?
Yes.
Yeah.
About Bakewell tarts and chocolate muffins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why was I in that dream?
What?
I want bakewell tarts.
Well, I can make some if I get access to a decent kitchen and ingredients, but
Yes!
that's not really a priority right now.
It is!
No,
It's my priority.
it's not mine.
Fuck.
Do you guys always do this?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
It's only a 2-minute drive down the road. It's fine.
It was 3 hours to get from the tavern to where you guys are now.
On foot.
Yeah, but we were on foot, so.
Mind you, carriages aren't necessarily fast unless you're hearing it.
Yeah.
There you go. Off you go.
I turned to my cat form and.
No!
No! You sat next to the driver!
And I just throw the horse out the way. Let's go!
We need some sort of magical item on him that allows us to veto cat form.
In my mind, it's like looks like
Can
a
I
cat bus out
create
of
something
food.
like that?
Probably not.
You probably could. If you took a bit of time, you could probably.
Right, that is what
Look, we've had a word.
Belle was going to be working on.
That
in her
word,
spare
right?
time.
This cat form thing of yours is right out of the question.
Right, okay.
That cat form.
Okay. We'll do a quick rundown on this. Okay, I'll start with you on an intelligence roll first.
We're actually doing
It's a
this.
straight roll. And you can use your arcane. Actually, we'll do an arcane because this is going to be.
Okay. That is 18.
18, right. So, your ways of understanding magic are not necessarily druidic and nature magic itself, slightly different from the arcane that you understand. However, you understand that through arcane, you can find a way to use it to prohibit or negate certain abilities of possible druids and nature magic in the form. Your realization immediately comes that it needs to be a physical form of item. You need to find a way of possibly putting it on him while in set form to help dampen the magic. And then when it's on him, find a way to activate it remotely or with a series of incantations or chants. So you have the initial basis there. The rest will be a series of different skill checks to see if you can create it or find someone else who can create it.
Okay. Well, let me pass this wine.
fucking any of it.
I'm fairly certain I've got one in my bag
Yeah.
holding.
Wouldn't take much to persuade him.
Yeah.
No. Okay, this could be interesting. I might forget about it by the next session, but okay.
Write it down.
You could never win the best character in the game. What are you doing? Everyone's favourite. The giant.
That's the Chaos Crew incarnate, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Have they seen the cat?
Some people have. I think it's upstairs somewhere.
Yeah.
Thank
that's-
fuck for that.
Oh, good.
Stay up there.
I thought it was a little bit less.
I
than
can't.
that.
I must send it off someone so if I know when he's got like a 3D scanner and then I just get a giant one fucking.
No. Don't even
you've
think
got
about it.
That can stay in your bedroom.
Front of iPhones have a double lens on them so I can do 3D scanning with them. And Renee has one as well.
You like life size.
No.
Tangent!
Anywho. But anyway, why are you guys really here? It's not just for the weather or for the...
I've already said stuffing things. We're here for
So you
things.
didn't overhear what I said to Pippin, huh?
Oh, that was the front of it. The base of it. There's something underneath it, though, isn't there? Something else that's... I mean... arrived here not too long ago.
Regime change.
Don't we all love a good regime change every so often?
That wouldn't be our first.
Is that wrong?
I know.
And we don't do politics.
What about giant spiders?
Don't do that
I've
ever.
not tried one, but they sound okay.
From hell?
Well,
Yeah,
it tastes
it doesn't
better,
sound
sure.
great, but
Been
you
there,
know.
done that. Been to hell.
Yeah, no, it was no problem. That walk day in the peach, that was.
She leans back, kind of smiling. Ears kind of... You can see her tail kind of twitching a little bit down the side. I think I'm going to enjoy my time with you, lads.
Okay.
Thank you for convincing me to come out, cousin. You know what's better than staying in that dark, horrible freaking church you call a home?
So he lives in the church.
God, he lives in the church.
Oh no.
I don't live in the church. I work for the church and work for the communion, all in the namesake of the Raven Queen.
Okay, so you're not a pastor of church then.
Oh, no.
Thank
no.
God for that.
I enjoy the adventuring life too much and saving people and being noble and everything. I just do it under the name of the Raven Queen.
Da-da-da.
Pretty much.
Actually hurts me.
It's okay.
I have to say that you're noble, you probably are.
Shit, I said
I mean, he's
that.
never said anything about him being in that noble sense. He's just known as the great and mighty Lord Pippin.
People only call you the great and mighty anything if you start calling yourself that.
Oh, so it's a self-imposed
Yeah.
title, got ya.
Yeah.
Hired some people to run into something.
Probably hired a bard, you know what they're like.
Ah,
Yeah.
he's even got a song after him, has he?
Embellishments.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Have you heard the tale of the great and mighty Pippin?
No,
Allow
do
me to
tell.
elucidate for you. Bring.
There once was a cat from yonder way.
So we're going to your Pippin.
Oh,
As-
valley of fluff.
Oh, valley of fluff.
So we're going to your Pippin. Oh, valley of fluff.
Is that where he's from? The Valley of Fluff.
He is now.
Old Pippin of the Fluff.
As this is all kind of going on, and the conversation within the carriage kind of goes on to mundane things, Spring, you sit on the back bit, kind of enjoying the familiar scenery, and just kind of taking in being home once again. All your vision seems to start going grey, and all the thing around you go grey.
Oh, low blood glucose. Low blood glucose.
What did I tell you about you?
And you're
Don't
suddenly
eat donuts
made.
for breakfast.
You are suddenly immensely made aware of a presence sitting next to you there. You turn over to see the kind of human guise of Baron Simity sitting there. I see you found another one of the Raven Queen's little followers then.
Yeah, apparently so.
you're gonna raise up, and this is one of the first times you're kind of noticing, because the cloak that he kind of wears drapes down a bit. You see on his wrist 2 bracers that only can speak of any sense of piracy or highway seas understanding. Definitely the history behind Baron Semity that he's not open to be telling, but he wears it with pride still.
Mm-hmm.
You see the initials E and M embroidered into both sides of the bracers.
E and M or E N M?
E M.
Emmanuel Macron. Oh no.
It's very-
Ex-French Prime Minister. I knew it.
Listen, I'd tell you to keep an eye on him. He is a very, very powerful paladin under the name of a great queen, after all.
Yeah? Why do you think I was trying to persuade him not to have a fight with us?
True. But
Just seems the only way to get through his knucklehead is to actually hit him.
I'm in a little competition myself to see which one of you has the bigger ego at this point.
Oh dear.
Hey, it's him, obviously.
I don't know. When you get yourself going, you do have a mouth to run after all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Children nicely.
You.
I know.
You just pop into this reality.
But anyways, I just wanted to say,
My ego is entirely earned.
you kind of see him pull open the cloak he's wearing and reaches in for something. As he pulls out what looks like to be a pure white, dragon scale like diamond.
Ooh.
I must say, the first soul you've given over is going to fit nice in my collection.
Are you looking forward to having a second one?
Which color are we going after this time?
Green. Spring says, pulling out his hip flask and offering it to him.
I may not need substance to survive, but I do miss the taste of good rum every now and again.
Exactly.
Very good rum.
Anyways,
Good rum.
I'm just checking in, making sure you and your friends are okay, and everything's going alright.
No, yeah, going as well as it can be.
Good.
I mean, check back in a couple of days and see how disastrous things have turned. But yeah, hopefully not.
I shall then. I'll send the Raven Queen regards.
Thank you.
Champion. With that moment, he's gone. The color fills the world around you again.
Oh.
You still in the
Are
carriage?
you okay then, mate? You sort of glazed over for a bit there.
Yeah, just a little bit hungry after that, you know.
Totally. Me too. Should we pull
We
in the
haven't
drive-through
snacked
on the way back?
Nah, exactly.
See if this one.
You know, being back here, just get me a little bit on edge. You burn through energy faster that way, you know, huh? Spring's just trying to shove the word champion at himself and going, yeah.
Because we're all technically champions, but we don't go around calling
Champion.
ourselves champions. Heroes of the realm. Of the world.
Carriage roll on, carriage roll on.
About 40 or so minutes later, you eventually kind of come to the perimeter walls of Port Rohan. And the guards kind of check in with the driver who hands over something over that you kind of see has an official seal on it. And like, all right, in you come. The
Good
carriage
day, sir.
carries back. Carriage carries on in straight up to the Laughing Line.
Oh.
Hop off. Help carry the chest in.
Yeah. Make sure nobody's looking.
Well, it might just be this guy's luggage.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just the gold
Doesn't even
spilling
know
out.
what's in there.
You know.
Well, it's definitely pulling some interesting looks watching this carriage pull up who's being driven by a tabaxi and a Goliath. Another tabaxi hitching on the back of it.
Yeah,
And then as everyone's pouring out, a raven folk, an elemental, a wood elf, and then 2 more tabaxis. One in full plate armor, one in very more kind of roguish kind of hood and cloak. And everyone's just like, the fuck?
The ragtag
Yeah, but
group
it's-
of adventures.
Pippin, he just travels with an entourage.
That's trouble on
We're like
draws.
G-Unit.
Yeah.
and he's fucking 50 cents.
Pippin, if you could draw some attention to yourself, that'd be wonderful. Like, isn't there something to concentrate rather on the general weirdness around here?
The guy looks around, he's like, "Do not fear, everyone.
There we go.
I've arrived.
Oh, God.
Soon this town will be safe from whatever evil lurks beneath its..."
I regret
There are
everything.
sewers? There are sewers here, right?
Yeah.
Beach.
Beneath the sewers!
So.
Is that funny?
I regret everything and nothing at the same time.
Oh, it beats off us for once. Let's roll with it.
So you all kind of get back into the laughing vine, basically unnoticed, because this charisma as fuck, daring to backsee and play arm and very lavish outside play armor calls so much attention. And you do kind of notice there are a couple of trolls patrolling, but they're just kind of like, he's just a fucking blowhard idiot.
The only reason Spring's pissed with this guy is because he's stealing all of his thunder.
Yeah.
He's not getting to be the Flash Gate.
Later.
Yeah.
Later on in the story, Dad. Don't worry.
You'll have your moment. Cinderella will go to the ball.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. I do
He's
enjoy
totally
the
surprised.
process.
Can't wait to see you at the award acceptance speech.
I'd like to thank me and myself
Thank
and
me.
I.
None of your siblings.
Timmy just said, it's like,
I'd also like to thank my tail. Oh wait, I don't have a tail.
I have a little nubby tail, it's perfect.
Aerodynamic.
Yeah.
And I also like to thank the nub. It helped me get through a lot of things in my life.
yes, y'all arrive back at the Laughing Vine Tavern.
Unless we put my hat.
Hey, summer autumn, back.
Oh well. How was the...
Fadumph! Got anywhere we can use this?
I know lots of people will be quite happy with that.
Cool, you got somewhere to hide it?
Has he?
Stupid.
Yes, has we got something to hide it.
I know.
How often?
I
You
know.
know the hiding spots in this place better still than we do after 10 years.
Yeah, go on. Off he goes.
Do you want some help with that?
Yeah, okay, drag marks on the floor, not a good look.
Leading straight to the hidey hole is probably a bit obvious.
Yeah. Autumn would just make me buff them out later if I scratched the floor anyway.
You're damn right I fucking would.
Take the stick out of your ass.
Says you.
Children, nicely.
It's so nice to be home, isn't it?
It's like Christmas all over again.
As you're kind of doing that, you just feel like what... Looks like a corn kernel or something bounce off your head. You look over at your brother and just sees him just like dusting something,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
unmistakable tail swishing.
It's a full fight.
Oh, the temptation to just send a dagger past his head.
Don't, because they make you fix
Table
that
knife.
too.
Yeah, you would. It's a little bit of an escalation, really.
It's only a popcorn kernel.
As you guys get back from taking the chest down, you see Pippin is now in there, taking off some of his armor. In relaxed mode, doesn't need the armor on, kind of thing. Tybus just kind of wandering around, looking around the place, like, this is a very wonderful little tavern that you guys are staying in, I must say.
No, we're not staying in it.
Why would you not want to stay here? This place is beautiful.
Because we want to blend in.
Yeah, we want to help businesses that are struggling, you know? Spread the wealth.
We get family rates here. Well, you would anyway.
Well, that's fair enough, I guess.
And also being too close to family when you're doing what we are planning to do is not a very good idea.
Understandable.
Huh?
No bueno.
No bueno.
I'm sure you guys could show me the tavern you guys are staying at currently.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, sure.
She walks up to Pippin, kind of just puts a hand on his shoulder, like, you're of course to be staying here. You only ever get the finest.
I mean,
And he just kind of looks over and is like, well, if I don't stay here, they're going to think something's wrong, aren't they?
Well, I mean, you could slum it every now and again.
Look at him.
I know.
My dear, I don't know if you know, but someone like me can't really afford to slum it. We nobility, or even those forced upon nobility, or seen as nobility, must be kept high in privilege and wonderfully pampered.
Is that so?
Oh, that is. I mean, I'm sure if you were nobility, you would understand.
Oh, but I am.
No, he did it.
Oh, are you now? I'm sorry,
Fuck.
I couldn't tell.
I get some popcorn.
It's amazing what
Yeah, have a bottle of wine. Let's
raggy
watch this.
clothes can do when you're trying to blend in.
Oh, you're trying to be the sneaky noble. Oh, now I get it. Now that understands the poor fashion taste.
We did give him the business card, didn't we?
Mhm.
So you
And
do
the
realise that we are part of the Golden Marauders that saved the world not once, but almost twice.
On the way for number 3.
On the way to number 3, and that you are speaking to the Crown Princess, Princess Llewellyn, right now.
I'm sorry, what's that supposed to mean?
It means stop being a twat.
My dear, I've never been a twat in my entire life.
You
I don't know
being
what
one
you're
right
talking
now.
about right now.
I spit my wine everywhere.
Oh, no, my dear.
No, you being a bit of a conceited asshole.
Okay, let's just go back to the other tavern, shall we?
Yes, you guys do that. I'll be here providing distraction for you guys to do whatever you need to do.
Oh,
He's
perfect.
doing a very good.
Good!
Please don't come out of your room.
Hey, brother.
Straight into Crown and fucks off.
Has she got something up her ass?
Yeah, you.
I don't really want camera.
I mean, she didn't. I mean, I didn't think.
Don't think too hard about it.
Oh no, let him
Ooh,
think.
That was almost going to be a cutting words.
Let him think, he'll hurt.
I resisted doing cutting words. I deserve brownie points for that. I deserve some fucking brownie points for not
Yeah, have some
cutting
extra fucking money.
Last thing we need.
That was hard. That was really fucking hard.
The last thing we need is for him to have a stroke, alright? Let's just leave him to
If he thinks too hard, he'll have an aneurysm.
Exactly.
Brother, sister, you're used to him, obviously. We're not. If you hear anything that would be of use to us, then you know where to find us.
Of course. Well.
Hey, he was coming here anyway. Nothing to do with me. Bye. Being the eldest does have its advantages. You too. Deal with him. See you.
Hey.
You look back and they both just have the full-on snarl of like, you're gonna fucking pay for that later.
Mixed with the he's fucking back.
Yeah, it's like same old spring.
Yeah.
And then like the canned song plays as you enter.
Don't. I'm not about that close to turn to Benny Hill theme tune as they chase him down the street. But anywho, you guys, the 5 of you, along with Tybus, head back to the tavern you guys are staying at.
Casually looking out for any weaponsmiths or armories on the way.
You know this town. You know there are a couple who specialize in. You actually have 2 different ones. One who specializes specifically in armor of all varieties, from basic leather work right up to full plate work, and then you have one who specializes in the making of swords, axes, and other utensils, even including things right down to like farm hose and things like that for farmers as well.
Scooch close to the
We all
second
like us
one.
some farmers, don't we?
Yeah, we need a couple of skies, we do. Skiddies. Maybe a sickle.
Sickle or 2, or a combine harvester.
Yeah, we get lots of
Like a random
lots of sickles
fire
together in a rolling thing, right? And they'd be coming over to it.
Oh, bloody hell. Magic what we can do these days, isn't it?
But yes.
Anyway, now the farmers have finished their talks.
Just
You
meander
are.
in there and just browse the wares, looking for anything that might possibly go. I very much doubt it in a town that tightly controlled be fire damage related.
Nah, definitely not.
Yeah, it was a long fucking shot. No.
But there's one thing over there, it's just a campfire.
Yeah.
Now most of it, like most of that falls under enchantment kind of stuff, and while there is an enchanter who's been known in this port, you happen to know no one knows of his current shifty whereabouts at the minute. For he, since last time you know anyone has seen of him, he suddenly just fucking disappeared, and then last time you saw him, he was chained up in a fucking castle.
Where the fuck is Whiskers?
You stop by, you literally can remember because it's literally the only tower within the town itself. It started out as a tower. Started out as a nice little, quiet two up and 2 down house.
So it's a nice little cottage.
Turned into a fucking tower when he started messing with arcane.
Might keep an eye on that tonight so the lights come on. Yeah. Okay, back to the tavern. Plan nighttime activities.
You all kind of get in there, and Tybus just kind of walks in. It's like, this reminds me a lot of the tavern that I met a lot of you in.
Do you have another room available?
Do I need another room?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think considering if we're remembering the same dream, how we finished things, it might be a good idea for a little while at least.
I wasn't myself back then.
The answer's
Okay.
still yes. No funny business tonight.
I don't have a grudge against you guys. I was ordered to do what I was doing because I thought it would get me home. Turned out that bitch was fucking bull of shit. Yes, albeit I did have to come in and take back mine and Nihilist's weapons.
Yeah, true.
Whatever happened to her? She was so nice.
Well, I think she woke up too, saw her brother back in Terra. And Clink is just like, Freya. Nalaraz's sister.
Cat?
Yep, the Black Dragonborn you met in the pub over Alex Terra was the same Black Dragonborn.
Oh.
It was Nalaraz's sister.
What tangled webs we weave, huh?
Well, shit.
Let's not mention that to him.
Well, she fucked a dwarf.
Yeah. She fucked a dwarf. Oh dear. Anyway.
Look, for a few nights at least, I need to maintain my concentration and focus, so...
Oh, he also might sneak out in the middle of the night. You never know.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
I'm sure you can join him. She looks stealthy. She could be useful.
Yeah, no, she is. I know she is.
Saying.
I know, I'm not just... Why did this get so awkward?
Hey, I'm not trying to matchmake. You're the one that's getting a bit tangled.
Roll for blush.
2.
Oh, you're blushing hard.
I was just suggesting she'd be useful. You're the one that.
Fuck for third cheeks. How many gold to get her a room for as long as we're here for?
Not too much extra. I mean, you guys didn't pay too much as it was. So.
Fucking lob another few on the table.
To be fair, Bell was feeling generous because this guy is proving his loyalty. Just dumps a bag of 500 gold.
Noise. Okay. What are we going to do for the rest of the day?
Well, it's now coming to early evening.
Food!
At this point.
Food.
Food and wine.
Food. More drink. More tea.
Tea.
Yeah.
He wants tea.
Okay.
He
Tea is
can
not
be
a
drunk.
problem.
He's having a
He's
tea
trying to
phase
stay
at the
off
moment.
the drink.
He's going sober for the moment.
I mean, he's having a decent tea.
Everyone else? What is everyone else drinking then?
Wine.
Wine.
please.
Whatever you got.
Considering what we discussed earlier, in the aftermath of the rings, I just made a will power check to make certain he's not drinking. Got 15. Cool.
Yes. You all kind of slip into a decent enough feast. Maybe drinking, even Tybus having a few glasses of wine herself.
A couple of kegs.
Okay.
And the night proceeds on. People come in and out of the tavern, enjoy a drink or two, some food. No one else taking any rooms. And evening sets in. What is everyone doing at this point?
What do we think we need to do tonight? I would like to go and have a look at Whisker's Tower and see if there's any sign of life there at all. Or the closest way maybe he could be useful to us. At the same time, I'd also like to keep a watch on a certain magistrate and see if there's any reaction to what we did today.
Well, I mean, I can scry.
I say I am not the person for reconnaissance.
The point you've met the magistrate, that should help.
Does the fluff have any more insight onto the magistrate? Because I mean, he does kind of work for him, or has done.
Oh, in their own taverns as well. Why don't you go and talk to him about it? Go and visit Divine.
Well, that's a great idea. I did so well last time. Great.
This is someone that actually wants to work with us, not some random stranger.
Look, I'm being honest, I just don't want to hang out with him. I know this is rich coming from me, but he's kind of weird.
I'm going to have to say tough titty.
I broke my titty. I have been working out. Thanks.
Yes, just go and talk to the twat, will you? Please.
Okay. Right, yeah, I go to the other. Head back to the other tavern.
Unless you have a better idea or something for you to do tonight.
I mean, apart from getting drunk, I don't.
Unless you can make some more exploded mushrooms.
I mean, they grow themselves pretty much.
Okay.
I just have to make sure they're watered and fed.
Well, okay. Look after your mushrooms. Make sure we have a good supply because we'll probably need them.
Yeah.
So, are you
I've
doing
got
a
different ones as well.
scry on the magistrate?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh.
See what the fuck's doing.
Alrighty. It's a wisdom save that he needs to do. Ooh. What's your saving throw? DC?
Well, you put it as DC is 20.
DC is 20. Ooh. Alright.
Spicy.
Oh, yes, it is.
Because the other thing is that it has.
She pulled the orb out, set it down, start focusing on it, and you start picturing your head.
You're doing this in your room, right? Not in the fucking tavern.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
You start picturing your head, the ginger complexion.
I did that once. I ended up naked in front of a god.
Oh yeah.
You start in your head visualizing the ginger and well-dressed haired that is the magistrate. As you focus onto the shrine orb,
Nobody wants to picture that.
the clouds begin to take full upon your vision. You start by looking at, and as they kind of move away, you start looking at Laorite itself as the world. Flash. You see over into the southern seas, which endless seas and islands here, but a group of islands bunched up together with mountains everywhere. You zoom in closer into the middle island. 3 major points, 2 cities and a town. You recognize Port Rohan immediately as your vision goes even further into it. As vision goes further into the town itself, you see the main embassy building, walled off, guards still patrolling. And as you zoom in further into the main office, sitting there,
On his rotund ass.
pretty much, is the magistrate.
Cake by any chance.
So, what did you? So, what did you think of those newcomers that have come in today? Then, OS. You can't see us. You can just see the magistrates, and just kind of off behind from where your vision is. You just hear. You don't pay me to think. You pay me to kill people who get in your way. Keep it like that, and you won't have my opinion. And you'll never be disappointed. Yeah. You assassins people are all like, all you want is the money, the nice house, and never have to worry about cold night sleeps again. I've had enough cold night sleeps. Just this time I know I have to do it for the job, not because I'm forced to. You saw something else in there, didn't you? I don't know what you're talking about. They just seem like people going through. Who knows? They'd go into the gladiator pits of Control Vista. Sure.
As you say.
Maybe that big one might be. The rest might be his friends to encourage him. They can take on Skyland. That'll be a sight to see. That turtle bastard is a hard one to beat. Fuck knows how he gets the power to do what he does. You speak too openly of him. You know you have to go to Troll Vista again soon. You know he's going to want understanding of what's going on. That payment didn't come in today. You don't think I don't know the payment didn't come in today? Enough to deal with it as it is. Trolls, more trolls in my frickin' town. Now the whole point of this agreement was that we wouldn't be as many trolls, and I have full control!
Take your hand jacket.
And what about that other one? I'll deal with him when he shows his face again. Until then, we don't talk about him.
We don't talk about Sorry.
Should I start getting every... And just as in the middle of that sentence, your vision comes back. and you're pulled out of the scry.
Maybe
Oh.
we weren't quite as tough as we thought we might have been.
No, it's only for a certain amount of time.
And what did we do with the prince? Did you just put him in the hole, didn't we?
Yeah. We should probably get him out.
Is the insulin there?
Yeah.
Leave him in over.
None of you have bothered to check in on him, and he might be running out of oxygen now.
Is it-
Let's pull him out, dump him in a room.
What is going?
Shut
What is
up.
going?
Blade
Shut
against the throat.
Ah,
fuck up.
what is that?
There's no questions from you.
Okay.
You don't speak unless you are spoken to and asked the question. Do you understand?
Or we'll find the spell you're stuck. Shoving your gob.
You
I have
are a
the freshest
self-appointed noble. You simply purchased your position on the backs of people who've worked for the god that you spread around yourself and do no good with. You are a parasite, and you are worthless in my eyes.
Told you.
And understand this. Everything is going to change, and everything you've ever done to hurt people is going to come back and be paid onto you. I give you some time now to think of what you could possibly do to make amends, for your soul and your body are in mortal peril.
I'd listen to him, mate. He's a loose cannon man. Do you like
Like
some
he's
tea or
still
some biscuits?
blindfolded, so
And he's got a blade against his throat, and he's just got that voice like right next to his ear.
I bring out a tray of cookies. Would you like some cookies?
Good cop, bad cop.
Who's got that got?
He's still bound, full on.
Oh wait, I'll waft it under his neck.
Yeah, the fresh baked you can smell them.
I make them myself with love and care.
So he shouldn't be eating them.
And
then.
mushrooms.
Yeah, no, really should be eating them. Don't
Yeah,
fucking
but
eat them.
no.
So you kind of see several emotions flash over
Turn
from
into a
what
rabbit.
of his face you can see, and they're a mixture of pride for getting where he is, and the sense of kind of saying crushing people underneath him, like because he got the self-entitlement by doing that, by taking advantage of other people, taking their work for his own and shit that and the other. Then the threat. Yep. Then the threat of his life ending and the fear of it, and then the realization like I might get out of this alive. And then he's like, what can I tell you? Do you want information? I have information.
Then speak.
What do you want to
quietly
know?
and slowly.
What do you want to know?
Where lies the power in these lands?
Which form of power, here or?
Who sits between the Troll King and the Dragon?
I don't know. I've never encountered or met him before. I just know the Troll King isn't acting of his own volition. That's all I know.
Well, that's confirmed then. Interesting. It would have to be somebody in Troll Vista.
I assume. I don't know. I just.
And who are the magistrate's closest allies in this town, other than his pet assassin?
His pet assassin.
Well,
He's only paid guard. The second the money's not flowing, openly said he'll fuck off, go anywhere else.
We're working on it.
I can't confirm.
Other than that, is anyone else in that embassy? I mean, and then he kind of like looks down his arms. You gotta notice a slight tattoo that you do recognize is a mark of the magistrate's close friends.
Oh, you're one of his little lackeys. Just gonna move the blade that was at his throat to that tattoo and just run the point over it as if I'm marking out a bit of his skin to just cut off. Just around that tattoo.
Savage.
Intimidation check with advantage.
Spring is not fucking about.
I told you, man. He's a loose cannon.
This is where my dice completely.
You asked for this.
That's a 24.
He soils himself.
I'm so glad they baked these fresh cookies. Get rid of the smell.
I have waited a decade to take my revenge on the magistrate. Anyone that stands between me and him is forfeit. Things will change in this town for the better, and I will pave the way there with the blood of those who are not worthy of the new future.
Visibly shaking now. You can start hearing the beginning of a gag reflex kicking in. He is terrified as living fuck.
Damn.
Step away from the situation.
You can definitely tell in his mental state, he does not seem so getting out of this alive.
You have a choice. You stand at the crossroads and there are many paths before you. One of them could be your salvation and a way to a life which is actually worthy. It's your choice to take it or not. And I mean not just speaking to us now, I mean the rest of your filthy, worthless life.
What do you need me to do?
I think you're going to become my little voice inside the magistrate's office.
Oh, we always did like a spy.
You work for me now.
If you don't want to die.
Okay.
And I will find you if I need to. Does Springlow have any dead drop points that he could use? Any sort of little places that he could use to drop messages?
Oh yeah, you know.
Cool.
Good
You'll
for you.
describe one of them to him. Every day, you will drop me a package here. Every day. Regardless whether you think you have found anything worthy or not. And you'll write in there everything you have learned that day in the magistrate's office or anywhere else you think I may have interest in.
Okay.
Failure to do this by sunset. Being found doing this. Being tracked or betraying me. All of these will forfeit your life. You have a night here to rest and consider. And in the morning, we will talk again about your future. And he just casually throws a blanket over him and walks out.
Back in the hole.
Boom! Mic drop. Nah, don't leave him with shiny stuff. You might get too comfortable.
No, he's going to tie him to the bed first,
Then throws his leg over.
kneeling, with his hands tied behind his back to the bed, so he's literally bent backwards. He will get no rest. He will have no chance to loosen those bonds.
Ouch.
He is going to be secured.
That's the next level fucking kink.
Oh yeah. Then he'll lovingly drape a blanket around his shoulders. We want him to get cold
Put the
after.
cookies and milk out on
Yeah.
the bedside table.
And then leave the room and lock it. And the curtains are
He's
closed,
gonna
obviously.
stew all night in
Yeah. In his own shit and piss.
his, like, literally.
Oh, I don't want to be the first person going there in the morning.
No.
We'll have to tip the maid when she comes in to change the
Can we like go in armed with air freshener first?
We'll tie little calf races around our noses.
I don't know who else was in the room during that, but
Well, I probably came to find you and tell you what I found.
yeah.
And just saw you do that.
I
I'm like,
was
okay,
So,
cool.
just scrying.
Well, he is right about our dear little assassin friend. There is no love there at all.
Good.
But he's scared of going to the city. I only saw so much before I got chucked out. I have to wait till tomorrow. Find out more.
Anything else you found?
He's talking a lot about Gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
Skylin.
Skyland?
Yeah, Skyland. ROD.
It's a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed to be singing his praises quite a lot, going, well, thinking that we might be just passing through. But I will say, your assassin friend did not give you away. I say friend very lightly there.
I think with OS we simply need to make him a better offer.
Mm.
Dry up the money supply and his loyalty will be gone.
Well, he did mention that he guessed that there was someone else there, but yeah, you weren't revealed.
As much as I would like to make him pay for his crimes, maybe at this time we do not need that extra conflict.
So there is no love lost between them two.
Okay.
He's in it for the money, and that's it.
The thing in that room, leave it alone for the night. In the morning we talk to it again.
Okay, well, I'm not going in there. I smelled it as I was walking out. No, thank you.
Yes.
Maybe, like, put a bubble around me.
I'll
As
do it.
this all winds down, and as you come to the point, getting ready to do another nightly survey check, we'll pick it up next time.
Cool.
I don't
Because
like
of the
it.
time it's a
It's a school night, people. We
Yeah.
need sleep.
yes,
Pretty much, yeah.
We achieved some things, haven't
Yeah.
really good.
Learned some new things about you.
Yeah.
But
Don't
yes,
ever fuck with this guy.
thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We hope you all had fun making jokes in the comments and
Thank
everything.
you so much for that.
We hope to get in to see you guys in a couple of weeks when we come back to find out what the next part of this now incredibly intriguing development.
And here comes the fluff to say goodbye to.
Great mighty Lord Pippin!
The mighty and less
But yes, please everyone remember, if you need help, reach out. If you feel like you can be there to help somebody, go out and help them out. We are not alone in this world.
We are?
I'll try to rally around one another. But also remember the most important thing. There's nothing wrong with being a geek, and there's nothing wrong with D&D. Till next time, guys, we'll see ya.
Bye.
Football.